There we are.
You're live.
We're live! Welcome back to the adventurers of Clarence Close. Adventures of the Clarence Close adventurers, however you want to put it. So, we have, from last time, we have Vincent the Sorcerer,
Hello.
played by Alan.
Hello.
Neve, the archer, the Elven Ranger, played by Becky. Your character is Faust, the Tiefling Warlock, played by Captain. And we have a new player. We have Jex, who is a Goliath Ranger, who will come in, played by Chris. So last time, our brave band of heroes went to the dwarven town of Winter's Hold, with a D, Winter's Hold, to look for their friend, funnily enough, a dwarf by the name of Jester. Unfortunately, they got caught up in this battle between orcs and dwarves and werewolves and killed everybody, including their friend Jester. So
It was one of you two, wasn't me?
I tried to make friends with dwarves.
No, it wasn't me.
I'm not a racist. Oh, I'm invisible again.
I was hiding, yeah.
your friend Mogar the Dragonborn, played by Torrin, was so disgusted and decided that he was going to go off to mourn the loss of Jester on his own for a while. So you haven't seen him for a few days.
This is where we cut to him walking down the Incredible Hulk music.
However, you have since set yourselves up in the city of Greyfell. Greyfell is a fairly large, mostly human and elven city, but with all sorts of other races: dwarves, half-orcs, gnomes, Goliaths, maybe the odd one as well. You've set yourselves up there, and you've taken lodgings at a particular building on the north end of town near the gate, and you have made it known that you are the company of. What's your company name?
The comrades of.
Comrades of.
I'm just going by what's on the campaign. The comrades of Clarence Close.
Comrade.
The CCC.
Or the CCC. Yeah, let's do that.
A band
Let's
of
do the
adventurers
CCC.
for hire.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to get to you in a minute, Chris, because you're going to come in at some point. So you've been abandoned. You've set yourselves up. You've got yourselves nice offices, nice rooms.
Right.
Set yourselves up as business cards.
Networking, some elves,
You've rented a
It's a parchment.
small, partially ruined tower on the edge of town.
I like it.
And with the proviso that you must be able to get business. There is as you're sitting waiting, there's been no one to come to inquire about your services.
Are we like a detective agency?
You could be, yeah. You could call yourselves the CCC Detectives Agency.
What's
I
happened
almost
to
had an
you?
incident. I almost fell over. I just noticed I'm also out of shot.
Okay.
Sorry. I want to be in shot. I don't want to be left out.
You want to be in shock, but invisible.
Don't worry. If I'm invisible, I just go.
Okay, so you're on the edge of the town, just on the edge of the town centre, actually, still within the city wall.
Yeah.
There is suddenly a
Ooh!
knock on your door.
Somebody at the door.
There's somebody at the door.
Open up in there! You recognize the voice to be a half-orc by the name of Badger.
I go invisible.
Oh, Bertie? No, you can't. Yeah, it's not your turn.
You whisper a few arcane words, and suddenly the image of Faust disappears before your eyes.
Oh.
I throw a
Badger.
blanket over him.
You throw the Faust blanket over Faust. Badger is your landlord. And he owns the ruined tower.
Oh, no.
So
I said open up!
Right, do we open up?
Well, have you got any money?
Have I got any money?
What's it say in your character sheet?
Oh,
Oh, what the hell?
equipment is it?
Where's money?
Yeah.
I have.
Where's the equipment?
If you hit the
one.
No.
Oh,
oh, it doesn't look like I have. I just got the square of gold,
yeah. I've got. Where will I find money?
So
Oh,
if you look at equipment and then you click on,
Tinder Ross?
It's not much use of money.
No.
Currency at the top.
Oh, currency.
yeah, currency. So,
I don't have any currency.
so Mogar has 10 gold, but he's not there.
Fantastic.
Useless.
Can we
I got
steal
10,
it? Did he leave it behind? Maybe?
No. I said open up.
Oh,
You can burn
let's send Faust out because he's invisible to get him downstairs.
Is there a window?
You've got a tower, so there's actually just 2 rooms. So there's one room at the base, and there's one room at the
That
top.
wasn't to know.
There is a window. There are, but they're kind of like arrow slit windows. They're not like.
Can we
However,
see it?
Oh,
Through the hours.
You're not currently there. I
Can
will
we
describe
see
what's
him?
happening to you.
Can we see him?
I do have currency. I've got
you
15
can-
gold.
You've got 15
I've got
gold.
15 gold. So
Are you hiding that?
I,
Keep my eye on you.
no, I checked all my pockets and it's the last one I looked at. Oh, there
How
it is.
much do we owe him?
Yeah, so I don't know. How much do we owe him?
Okay, there's a thump on the door.
Right, we'll have to open the door. Otherwise, it's going to come out of our deposit if you break
Okay,
the
I'll
door.
open the door.
Right, I open the door and hide
About
behind the
time.
door.
You haven't
Can you
got
walk
that, honey. Might need some of that.
A badger is about he's quite short for a half orc. He's
Ah.
5'8", but he's probably 5'8" wide as well.
Ah.
He's a huge
Can you
cube
fit in
of
the
a
door,
creature.
Penny? Can you
Huh?
fit in the door?
He can just about squeeze in.
Feed him up.
I'm exaggerating slightly. He's just a big
It's a stocky fella.
ball of muscle
Okay.
and
All right, let him in.
You-
Let him in. Bring it.
Seems you've been settling in nice.
Yeah, if you've got a few notes. There's a bit of damp in the corner
Yeah, I was
there.
going to say a bit of black
Well,
mold.
Yeah, you know.
I'm looking for my first week's rent.
Right. Yeah.
20 gold pieces.
Pools. How about we give you half now, and we're just about.
Just a minute. I gotta get this thing out my ear. You see, I've been collecting rent all day. And you know, when people don't pay, sometimes my ear starts to hurt. And then I get really angry.
Right, and we're not going to like you when you're angry.
No.
Okay. Well, but if we.
Is that an orc joke?
Faust told me it was hilarious. So.
Ha ha ha.
Where's that noise come from?
So
You haven't got
we
no
haven't
money.
exactly got
Have you got no money?
all the money.
You've got money.
How much have you got?
You've got no money. He's got no money.
You've got no money. Right. How about we go? I'll give you half now. We're about to get the case of a lifetime. It's going to give us all the riches possible.
What about, we'll give you half now and I'll do a jig for you.
Well, while you're discussing this, you start to hear some commotion in the marketplace outside.
Oh, look over there!
There is
Where's the window?
there is a large caravan with not so large. It's sort of a small. It's kind of a reasonably small caravan coming in through this way into the market town. It's being pulled by a large horse, and sat astride on the caravan itself is a small gnome. He's sort of standing about 2.5 feet tall, and he's got this long beard, and he's literally singing to the street. Step right up and buy Ultima's ultimate goods. Come on, Jax, come on, bring out the goods. Ultima has hired you, Jax, to protect his caravan.
Oh, that's good of me, isn't it?
Check you out.
Yeah.
So Ultima is the gnome that you've been working for. You've been hired to protect his caravan. You've only accepted the commission recently to travel to the city. So you're not beholden to him forever. But at the moment, he is paying you 10 gold pieces a week to act as his personal assistant and emissary and otherwise.
So I've
So
already got
that 10
10.
gold is in your first week's pay. You've already been working for.
Does he owe me anything at the moment?
Not at the moment, but at the end of the day, you will have finished your week's work. He paid you a week in advance, so
Right.
you'll have finished your first week's of work. And presumably, if he's happy with your employment, he'll pay you another 10 gold, or you may seek other employment. You have come from a village far to the west of here recently, where you picked up 2 passengers. You haven't seen much of them. They've been in the back of the caravan for the most of the time. From the looks you got from them, they're both kind of frail and elven looky. They've got pointy ears.
It's me, Mum and Dad!
Would you believe it?
Yes, all elves are Irish.
This one is.
Little people. Right.
Yeah, so to the jig.
I want you
Me, Mum
all.
and Dad!
I want you all to roll a d20 and add it to your perception skill. Do you have a d20? Has everyone got a d20?
I've got nothing.
It's off my daughter.
You
who
got
hasn't
a
used them yet.
d20.
So what's this for?
Now this is the perception check. So you're
Right.
going to have to roll it
Oh my God, there's a dice moving all by itself.
No.
and add your perception modifier to it.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
I don't think it could get any worse, but
There's perception in skills.
Yes.
Okay, so I add it, so I got 7.
no.
Oh, you rolled a 1. That's fine. You don't know so good.
I don't
So-
notice anything.
Badger steps right up to you, Neve, and breathes heavily in your face. The smell of whiskey and some other kind of strange liquid that doesn't smell very good, or food, is all over him. He looks like he's perhaps vomited on himself several times, and he has sort of blood on his hands.
This is Badger.
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't be trying to cheat me, would you?
I have a lovely bottle of Listerine. Your name on it, my
Right, so
friend.
he kind of grabs your attention. What did you get, Vincent?
I got 6.
Vincent,
Modifier of 0.
you're kind of overpowered by the smell of Badger in the room as well. Faust?
I got 3 with a modifier of +3.
Jax?
I got 10 with a modifier of 1.
Right, okay, so you got 11. So you're actually, as you're coming through the marketplace, you're paying attention. This is one of your first times in a big city. You're sort of looking around. You can see that although this is the market square, there are several buildings around this side. And as you're coming in, you do notice that there is you see a hooded figure on top of one of the buildings duck suddenly as you sort of turn. Just for a fraction of a second, you saw somebody hiding over one of the ledges of the building.
But this isn't a building that Badger's just entered. This is
No, you can-
another building.
No, that building is roughly here,
Right.
where you're coming from here, and their tower is over here.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just going to keep talking unless you can interrupt me if you're going to do something. So Badger is going to keep badgering you.
Right. So
Right.
yeah. So he's basically breathing his vom at us. So do we? And we're aware of what's going on outside.
No, not really.
No. Okay. So we hear the.
You heard a gnome shouting out.
Yeah, but that's about it. Okay.
I'm going to try and sneak past.
Okay, make a stealth roll, but add +10 to the result because you're invisible. What did you roll? 1. Okay, so when
Do I still get the +10?
No.
Too
The
bad.
way the rule runs
Same
is if
corner.
you roll a 1, it's always a
Yes, I know.
regardless.
I
If you roll a 20,
wanted
it's usually
I
a
wanted to try and see if I could. Do I have an action point?
As you have
Do I have an action point?
an action point,
Yeah.
what, luck or something? Do you have luck?
I mean, don't you usually get like 1 action point per?
You tripped over your own.
No.
Yeah, as I say, you just
As you
over-evolved, bang, bang, bang.
as you gingerly step away to move away from Badger, Badger turns around suddenly to point towards Vincent. That leads you to sort of veer up slightly. You back against the wall, okay, and then stumble downwards, knocking some pots and pans that you had stacked to one side. So suddenly there's this almighty crash as these crates start walking
One
around.
job.
Run.
We can't run. We stay.
Badger turns around, but he's just looking at pots and pans. Your invisibility spell. Make a Constitution roll.
7.
What's your Constitution modifier?
No, that's with modifier.
All right. Okay. So you, for a briefest of seconds, your invisibility flickers, but you manage to keep it on, and Badger doesn't seem too interested. That's coming out of your deposit.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Can I be flailing my arms sort of constantly, hoping to hit someone in the face?
Can I do sleight of hand to convince him that he's got all of his rope?
Are you going to steal his purse and hand it back to him?
Yeah.
Okay. He does have a purse around his waist. Roll sleight of hand.
That was my other plan.
And you didn't leave with that.
I mean, you saw how I rolled
I'm
with the.
I'm going to give you advantage on this because
I've
he's
got
turned
+5
away
sleight
because
of
the
hand.
pots and pans have
I've got
gone.
+5.
So roll a
sleight of hand.
d20, roll 2d20 and take the highest result.
Roll 2. 11.
And roll it
Okay,
again.
roll it again.
6. Is that a 6 or a 9?
It doesn't matter. You take the highest
9.
result, which was
Oh, yeah.
11, right, add that to your 5, so that's a 16
16. I'm
overall.
gonna take his purse while I do a jig around him.
Oh
Oh
Okay.
no! Oh no!
You-
No.
Why?
expertly, you reach for his purse, and as you liberate it from him and do your victory jig, there is a blur of movement, and his meaty fist reaches out, wraps around your wrist, and squeezes.
I say, oh, look at that! Fell. I think that might be yours.
He takes it back from you and stuffs it down his pants.
Nice.
I'm not going there.
No,
You have 3 days to get me my money,
Okay.
and the rent is now 50 gold.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Well done, team.
Not my fault.
That's it.
Fantastic.
Mark my words, fingers will not be happy with
Whose fingers?
Phrasing.
you. No one to know.
Phrasing.
While all this is going on,
Yeah.
I'm a bit worried about Matey Boy on the roof, so I've made my excuses and skirted around the back of the building to see if I can get up and see what he's up to.
Make another perception roll, this time with advantage. So roll 2 d20, or roll it twice and take the highest result.
3, do better than that.
Yeah.
10, 9. So I'll take 9. And what was it?
Add your perception, so that will, whatever your perception modifier is. Should be based on wisdom, but it might be higher, so it will be at least +2, I think, for you. But so if you scroll down, perception is +1. So it's +1 for you.
Perception. So that's 10.
10. Okay, so as you circle back, you see there's into one of the alleyways. You see somebody is behind one of the crates that is stacked on one of the roofs as well. So this is an inn that he's stacked in. And he's stacked behind the crates. He's got what appears to be a long cylindrical black rod of some sort in his hand. You can't see him that well, but you can sense, you can sort of.
There's a man that's up to no good, methinks.
He's sort of just sitting there. He looks human. He's wearing a sort of a hood, and his clothing is basically dark leather on.
So he's on the roof behind a crate with a blackboard
Yeah, that's
in the
right.
middle of the day with his hood up.
Sounds like a chap.
Well, he could be working there. He could be taking a break on the roof.
Yeah, no.
Who knows? Okay, so right, as Ultima is setting up his stall, the two elven passengers get out from the caravan itself. Now they're dressed in, they look fairly posh. They're wearing some sort of matching outfit, blue silky type outfits, and not exactly inconspicuous. But as they get out of the caravan, you see the guy, although he's not looking, he kind of jolts to attention and picks up his rod thing and puts it to his eye. And he looks over.
So
he doesn't seem to have noticed you.
that's good.
Right, what are you guys doing?
Well, I'm berating someone for going invisible. The first sign of
Well, you're operating the air. I'm into the building.
So back to the bank now, after his ultimatum of 50 watts.
Yeah, so
Okay,
yeah.
so it's 50 gold now.
Right.
This guy is
We
putting
apparently
his.
have. What do we have? How many do you have?
I'm 15.
So, Hash, how crowded is the market?
It's fairly crowded.
Right.
This guy has now put his black route down, and he seems to be drawing a dagger from his belt.
Right, okay. We need to get
that's-
into the thick of things.
You haven't seen any of it.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going to be.
but what-
I'm
But
gonna
there
move
is
towards-
promotion.
I've got a
Let's
distinct
go and
feeling
visit the
this-
market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's throw some pots and pans to make up for the money.
Okay.
Sell a
Suddenly there is a loud
Oh,
bang. Okay, there is a boom, and right near the caravan there is a small explosion, and a dark mist starts coming up. Something was thrown from over near where your tower is,
Right.
and a sort of dark mist is
Has
rising
it covered
up.
any of the stalls?
Roll initiative. So roll a d20 and add it to your initiative. This is going to determine.
5.
You need to practice rolling.
I'm not having a good. I had a really good game on Tuesday. I was rolling like so many natural 20s. And now I'm just like 1, 5,
Can
3.
I use my insight to try and work out what's going on?
Right. Yes. So you go to the window.
Okay.
You go to the window, and then you can see jumping down some of the buildings on the side are they don't look like this, but I'll give them different colors.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's 8. Great.
How do I stop my phone turning off, Kevin?
It's
It's in settings, right?
yeah.
What is it in settings? Is it display?
Yeah. Depends on the phone. Yeah. Then you got like screen timeout.
Where is that then?
Good.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
Mine has a maximum of 10 minutes. Also, it's 10 minutes actually.
I'm gonna say this is the caravan. Because I don't have a caravan.
Are you ready? Are you ready? I don't know anyone. Join the caravan.
Oh no, don't do this one. Get,
It
it would get flagged for copyright infringement.
For whatever reason, you can't access that particular. Should we have a look? Well, it's there, but you can't access it. So
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Somebody just keeps turning off.
yeah, it probably.
Give me a second.
Give you a second.
Right.
Okay.
So
So
explodey.
Yeah, and I wanted to use my insight to see if I can work out what on earth's
It
going on.
looks like armed figures have come out from hiding. They've jumped. So insight is used to tell if someone's lying.
Yeah.
So basically, it's used to listen to someone and think if they're being sincere or they're
Okay.
not being sincere
Okay.
or they're trying to hide something.
Okay.
But what you can see when you look outside is that a bunch of robed figures have come out from various hiding places in the market square. Robed figures. So they're wearing sort of dark leather armor. They've got cloaks on. They look like, hello, we are villains. They're generally hooded and garbed, and they've come in broad daylight. They have come out into the marketplace, and people have started screaming because they're throwing daggers towards the caravan here. The two blue robe figures and the gnome that is standing there. So have you got your initiative score?
I can't fix it.
Okay, that's fine.
Turns out it was blocked by the government. Shut up, Huawei.
That's the American government.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Where do I find initiative? It's not the skills.
It'll be at the top of your thing. Top of your sheet, will say.
Initiative is +5. My initiative is +5. What do I roll?
All right, so just roll a d20 and add 5 to it.
15, 5, 20.
All right, so you're on 20. Neve is on 20. Alan or Vincent is on.
I've not rolled
Yeah, roll. Go on.
17
Ooh.
plus 3.
You got 22.
Okay, so you're both on 20, and Faust is.
Let's say I haven't rolled.
All right.
+3. Okay, let's say I did roll earlier and rolled a 5.
You bounced.
What's your
Off your
initiative?
phone. Hang on, you bounced off his phone.
Okay, 13.
Okay.
Totally wasn't an 8.
And what's Jax doing?
Right,
What's his
so-
initiative?
So I.
What's this tower over there?
Initiative +3, so I've got 8 plus 3.
I'm going to let you roll initiative at advantage because you've been watching them come out, so you can roll again.
That's
So
a 9.
+3, so 12. Okay.
So this is all kicking off. I'm currently in the back of this building, yeah?
That's right, but we are going to go to Vincent first because he's got his 20. So
Right, so I go. I'm down out into the area.
you're looking from the window of the tower.
Okay, right. And it's how high is the tower?
You're on the the first level. So
And
you're in the second story.
there's nothing I can kind of heroically jump down rather stuff to.
Yes, there is some.
I swing on a
marketplace. You
chandelier.
can try and do that if you want.
Right,
You can try and parkour down off the
right.
tower.
Like a boss, I attempt to parkour down from the tower onto there, and then attack.
These are the two elves,
No.
And this is the gnome and
get-
this is the caravan.
Get into a protection sort of stance.
Yeah,
I'm Vincent. I'm here to help you.
Cool,
No.
cool. All right.
Right, so-
Roll acrobatics.
Well,
How you doing it?
Oh, brilliant.
So you stumble down the stairs.
That's drawing these villains' attention quite adequately.
You visualize the perfect way to jump off 3 tents and sort of 3-point land right in front of the caravan.
I've got a +3, so it's 6. So don't completely fuck up.
You kind of stumble as you take your run up. You slip, trip
Vincent's
over
basically
into the
me.
window, but grab onto one of the sort of the market tents as you fall, pulling the entire tent down, but cushioning your blow as you land. So you kind of land collapsed prone there, having pulled down that tent. And you take
Oh, brilliant damage.
1 point of bludgeoning damage. Right, Neve,
What did you use?
acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Oh, okay, I'll use acrobatics too.
And how are you going to use acrobatics?
Oh no, I'm not going to use acrobatics. I think.
You can run down the stairs by the door.
Yeah, you know what? That was my second choice. I thought, nah, I'll put 17. But downstairs. You
Yeah.
saw what happened to me.
Oh.
You could fire your bow from the window.
At who?
You can see from your vantage point,
Because
you're
it means
about
a
here,
bad.
you can see this guy's just come out from his hiding place. The person there. There's loads of people running around though.
So, and these are the two old people, are they?
Yeah.
There are two figures that look like elves in blue robes.
So can I? I can't get that person, can I? I'm just wondering if because I got that thing
Longbow,
that goes, yeah, but it goes into lots and lots of other.
Hail of Thorns.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can cast Hail of Thorns. Yeah.
Can I cast Hail of Thorns at him?
Yeah, go for it.
Will it bounce to him?
What's the range of Hail of Thorns?
Going to spells.
Spells. Okay. Hail of Thorns, the range. Oh, I don't know. How do I see range?
Shoot.
Oh, self. My range is myself.
No, I think it must be.
It literally says self.
It says self.
Okay, yeah, but if we read the description, oh, okay, so you cast it, so there's the range of your bow. Okay, all right, no problem. So the next time you hit a creature with a range, so you can cast it now as a bonus action, and now you can fire on the creature. Longbow range is 150 feet, short range increment, so that's no problem. You can hit anybody on the field.
Can I get anybody else
You can
from the
hit-
hail?
You
Well,
can pretty
any-
much
but
hit
any-
anybody.
All right.
No, I know, but can I, as a
No, it's
yeah.
anybody within 5 feet of it. So there are some innocent
now
people
do that.
running around,
Yeah.
Oh,
but
no.
I haven't put them on the.
And who's this over
He's a
here?
baddie.
He's a
Baddie,
bad as well.
baddie,
They're all
baddie.
bad.
You're quite fire on
And
Alice.
what is this?
That's a caravan of
That's
love.
the caravan of love, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I think
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this guy has just popped from behind some barrels. He's carrying an axe, and you sort of line up and fire an arrow. Fire.
Is there any explodable fluid in the barrel?
There might be.
So I roll.
Yeah, roll a d20 and add your attack modifier.
What's my attack modifier? Where's that?
Okay, it should be under longbow.
Going to weapons.
Yeah.
Good man.
Oh, right.
So your longbow, you've got +9. So
Yeah, I've got, well, I don't know what longbow. It says range.
hit DC is +9. So roll. So add 9 to whatever you roll.
17.
Okay, so yeah.
26.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, your arrow hits him firmly in the chest. Roll a d8 plus 5.
Can you not fall over? A D8 plus 5.
Yeah, you got d8?
No.
Oh, no,
Here.
that's D20.
d8 plus 5,
Oh,
2, so that's 7 points of damage. And as your arrow hits him, a hail of thorns explodes around him. He rolls a saving throw, fails his saving throw. You do an extra d10 points of damage as the arrow splits into a burst of thorn-like particles that shred.
So what do you want me to do?
Roll that.
7.
Okay. He is pinned to the building that he had just
Not
come
nice.
out of.
Well, he's not
Okay.
moving though.
You see his
What about
light
barrel?
falls from his life. Huh?
What about the barrel?
Barrel, nothing happens.
Oh.
Right, okay, so that's okay, Calvin, Faust.
So, what's on this tool that
Your
Alan
invisibility
took?
spell is still active.
What's on the tool that Alan took stuff from? Took down the cloak from?
What's on it?
It's a guy who's selling various potions and bottles.
I did test.
Okay, make a sleight of hand roll. What did you roll?
I rolled a 4. So it means I've got
You,
one.
um,
He
You
spills
are
them all out
sort
over
of-
me.
Picking up, you need to run out. So as you run out, you get down. Where are you?
He's not even in the thick of
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Everything about bombing.
Okay.
Yeah, but we need money. We need money.
It's watching us sell stuff.
Okay. At the moment, you're just going through broken glass and broken, but you haven't found anything valuable.
I'm lying there going,
Right, Jex.
ah.
Jex, your
Jake and Jake.
I'm going to
thing is, I've got something spelled, but if I can't
Get up on the
invisible.
Yeah.
to get a little bit of height on this and surprise matey boy and see what his reaction is.
You
So
climb.
I'm going.
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
So I'm going to climb up and I'm going to creep up behind him.
Right. Roll stealth. So roll a d20.
Don't do a 3, don't do a 3.
Your stealth is pretty good though. What's your stealth?
Dexterity, so it'd be
Plus
+3.
5. So that's
All right. Okay. So you're 30. So you're quite tall, being descended from giant stock. You're about, I think, 8 foot plus. So,
darkness spell.
so although you sort of leap up quite easily and pull yourself up on the story, but you land quite silently. You're used to sort of traveling in the woods, and you land quite silently, and you creep up to this guy. He still has, he's still sort of watching what's going on,
So it's black.
and you've got his back to you. He has not noticed you.
Okay, doke.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to try and incapacitate him.
All right, you want like grapple him or
Yes.
okay, make
No, but
a,
he's sort of human sized, we said, yes?
he's human, yeah.
And I'm 8 foot.
Let's get pink.
So yeah, I'm basically going to sort of
Kick him off the building.
bear hug him and stop him from doing anything clever.
All right, make a athletics roll.
With a D20.
So this is a contested roll basically.
6
Right. So what's your modifier?
plus 7.
Ah, okay. So as you reach over him, he suddenly tenses to try and break free from your grasp, but you're way too strong for him. You pull down his hands, and he cannot move. He's not making any screaming sounds, but he is now incapacitated. You have him.
Okay.
Right. So top of the initiative order. Oh no, they get to act. Sorry. So
He's pinned to the wall. He can't do nothing.
okay, he will shout, "Get your hands off! Who is this? Get your hands off me! Don't you know who I am?" Right.
So he's on top of this here.
Yeah,
Was
he's
that
on
him?
top. No. He's on
He's
top.
pinned to the wall.
He's,
No,
No, that's the other guy, yeah.
He's on top. You've got him.
Hello.
Would you like a cup of tea?
He's unpinned now, is he?
How's he
No.
pinned?
He's not. That's him pinned.
No,
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 no.
He's
Oh,
in a
that's all,
thorns
yeah.
pinned, I'm
He's dead.
afraid.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Yes.
So between the three of us, you've killed one, I've knackered my knees, and he's just...
You are the world's worst capper.
And he's just
Even
even
if you're
potpourri.
invisible.
Yeah.
Okay, this human runs up. He's carrying in his hands what appears to be a long black rod. He throws it at the caravan, and as he does so, the rod explodes in flame. The caravan has set on fire.
Oh, no.
This guy throws here. He is carrying the short bow. He fires twice at the blue robe figures.
Oh, no. That's bad.
Hits twice. An arrow shaft thuds into both of them, and they sort of are taken aback. I've got one more. This one gets here and raises his hands and disappears.
Oh no.
Oh, what's that sound like? It must be the you of the group. Check, if you look around there, it's probably Lucy with you.
Now there's two of us.
Yeah, he's going to run here. He's trying to get back there. Okay, and
so it's for all great good. I stay invisible.
we can't go back into the caravan. Ultiman sort of screams and is trying to desperately put out the fire on the caravan. It's sort of blowing. The elves are going to run. Okay. Top of the initiative order.
That's me, isn't it? Right. Okay. Right. So I dust myself off and go. Well, that could have gone better. And survey.
Stand yourself up there.
Yeah. Survey the sea.
Well, you can see the two elves running, and you can see this guy's been shooting at them with a
Yeah.
short bow.
So-
You can see this is on fire.
So he's probably the first one I'm going to go for. So I am going to go for a I'm going to go for a crossbow and aim for his chest.
Okay, go. Roll a d20
11.
plus.
What's the skill?
So you're looking for under your actions.
Yeah.
There will be an attack action option for you. It will say what you're
It'll
wearing.
be dexterity, won't it?
No.
For bows, it tends to be dexterity.
Crossbow.
Crossbow is yeah. But,
Oh no, sorry.
so if you go to your
Actions, yeah.
actions,
Yeah.
you'll see crossbow light.
Yeah, like so it's 80 range plus 5,
Right. So you add 5 to what you've rolled.
so it's 16.
Hit. So it sort of goes through their armor. The bolt goes into him. Roll a d8 plus 3. Have you got a d8?
Yeah.
5.
Right, 5. There's 8 points of damage. The bolt goes into his side. He sort of groans over, almost drops the short bow. He looks badly injured, but he's still up. Right. Neve.
Okay, so who's badly injured?
He's injured. The others are. We've got them. And we've got an invisible fucker as well.
This
Hi.
one apparently appears to be the one that has all the explosives, is he?
And
He's the one that has
he had as
he
well.
has-
He had as well.
They both have explosives.
He threw something that pulled up a mist, and the mist is starting to expand around the town square.
I have this thing where I can go very, very fast around doing stuff, can't I?
Zephyr strike or something.
It's an action, is it?
What's it say? What ability are you trying to use?
To run around and hit all of them. Can't I do that?
No, I'm not sure you can. You can move and attack, but you can't attack all of them in the same go.
Okay, I'm going to use my longbow.
Yeah.
Who's the most destructive one on the?
Who do you think?
I don't know because both of them are using explosives.
Yeah.
Who did you manage to weaken?
I weakened him because he's
Take him
attacking
out.
them.
Take him out. Let's take him out.
Okay.
So I'm going to use my
Roll your
longbow
attack.
here.
Yeah. Yeah,
D?
go for it. Yeah, roll your attack.
D20, sorry.
Yeah, D20, yeah, and add 9.
15.
Yeah,
24.
definite hit. Roll a D8 plus 5.
That's this one.
Oh, that's a bit 6.
Ouch. Okay, so that arrow whittles down from the tower, hits him on the right shoulder. He spins almost all the way around. And the sort of arrow goes straight into him. The head goes out one side, and he's sort of screaming, but he's still sort of advancing. He looks really angry.
Headshot. You should have gone for a headshot.
How many hit points do you have? Yeah.
Can I hit him again? No.
How many attacks do you get? You get 1 attack per action, so no. You can move.
Can I move and hit him?
No, you can move. You can jump out the tower. You can run outside.
Okay, so I've jumped out the tower and I'm outside.
Oh.
Right, roll an athletics check.
Yeah, because that is what ends
Where's
so well
this?
for me.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Or roll acrobatics.
Oh,
This is
I
how
don't
all
know.
over again.
hang on. Let's not all get crazy.
So you're looking for 10.
My acrobatics isn't bad.
What's your acrobatics?
Is it 17?
It's plus 5.
Oh, that's good, but not quite good enough. So
So
You jump
I'm
out.
an 8 with that.
No,
you jump out, and
Can I
As
have
you
one of them?
fall, you badly you hit your ankle, you sprain it, it might be broken. So, no, you sprain your ankle, doing yourself
Hopefully,
one
good
hit
set of
point,
stairs.
one hit point of damage.
Okay.
Okay.
How's Lucy McGee going?
Faust, do you want to make
No, if I say anything, does
make
that-
an intelligence check?
Oi! Just because I'm being stupid doesn't mean I'm. Oh.
Okay, no, that's fine.
7.
No, that's fine. You're still trying to grab stuff.
If I shout at someone, does that ruin my invisibility?
No, but they might get a chance to notice you.
I yell, "Oi, invisible fella! Stop being invisible and let's have a true coward's fight."
Didn't see that one coming.
15.
15 for what? For shouting? You shouted it. Are you trying to persuade?
Yeah.
You're trying to persuade him
Yeah.
to become you're invisible. Okay. Roll. That was your persuasion. You can roll it at disadvantage. So roll it again.
Score again.
Okay.
15.
Alright.
Yeah. You hear somewhere
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
No.
Jax.
Great.
Okay,
This guy's struggling.
I'm going to
I
attempt
tried.
to rotate Roy off the roof and at the same time take the black thing out of his hand.
Okay, yeah. Roll a d20. We'll call it athletics.
16.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. You hear a.
And I've got a modifier of 7. So.
Oh,
you
wow.
hear, wow. Okay. You hear a. Ah! Okay. There's someone sort of lands head first into the. Well, not head first, but into the ground. He lands quite awkwardly. He looks to have injured his leg. He's sort of and you've got this black rod thing in your hand.
Let's have a quick look at that.
Yes, you can. It looks like make a. Now you probably come across something like it before. It looks like some sort of looking glass.
Right.
So it's a couple of lenses that are wrapped in black leather. So it's a small looking glass telescope type thing.
AKA Robin Hood style.
Yes, Robin
Prince
Hood
of
study.
Thieves.
Prince of Thieves study.
Saracen.
Now the bad guy is going. He is going to get up.
How much damage did you take from the fall?
He took 6 points of damage. He's looking around.
This is one I hit.
You killed him and hit him.
Yeah.
This is the bloke I've just thrown off the roof.
Oh,
He
he's looking a bit
Starts-
aware.
waving his arms, and bolts of waves of arcane energy flood into his fists, and he looks across the field and fires as 3 blue bolts come from his fingertips and go straight into this lady here. Okay, she sort of screams in pain. Okay, and this one is going to look back. He notices you standing on top of the building, and he's going to want this one. This guy's running away.
So he's running towards me. He's running away. He's dead.
He's running to his comrade to help him.
Okay.
But this one is going to turn and see before him a prone Neve, and he's going to drop his short bow, take his short sword by his side, and swing it into you.
You gonna swing?
Yeah, he swings his short sword, drives it down into you where you've just landed.
Wow. Should have been stairs.
What's your armor class?
My armor class.
He's hit 14. What's your armor class?
Where do I find that?
At the top of your
16.
Okay, he swings and hits the stall next to you, Okay, the sword sort of jutting into the still one of the still remaining wooden supports. He's just missed you. And oh yes. Okay, yeah. And top of the initiative order, Vincent.
Hello.
What are you going to do? Oh, they're going to keep running.
Right. So
Are they the old people?
yeah, they're the elves.
They're not old.
Well, not old.
They're not old.
They used to be the idea that they
They're
were
just
old.
wearing blue. They're not old.
Oh, I thought they were fragile.
Your mum and dad a minute ago.
They're fragile and frail compared to him. It's from his perspective. He is a 8 foot tall, descended from giants,
Oh,
a
I
human.
see. Okay.
You're frail and fragile compared to him. He was
Okay. 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 I get it. Sure. So he's just trying to attack me. Hello.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to see what I can do that does the most damage.
Trip into him.
Yeah, this is it. I could probably fall over and he'd fall over on top of me. Right, okay, I'm gonna take this bad boy out.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to have at him because why the hell not? And I'm going to go in with a dagger. I'm gonna have at him with a dagger. Please.
Okay.
So, please, ready?
Yeah,
10 plus 5.
that's a hit. Okay, so roll your damage. We're having is D4 plus.
D4.
Is D4. What's it plus?
Then 10 damage.
So you want to look at actions. Yeah, so it's all in the, under actions.
So dagger. Damage 1d4 plus 3. Okay. Oh, so what's that mean?
2. So that's 2. So 5 damage. Who did you hit? This guy here.
That guy here.
Well, he's already wounded. So you take your dagger and you shove it right underneath his leather breastplate.
Yeah.
And he's going, and he collapses to the ground.
Yeah. That's what you get.
Okay.
I'm gonna need.
It's you can move, or is that your action? You can move?
I then I run towards the two elves, saying, "I can help."
You can actually get over here.
Okay, yeah, I'll stand in the way. Yeah.
Okay. Neve.
So who's this? Then?
That's
That Baptist.
that's the invisible boy.
Okay. All right. So we've got this person's still up.
Yeah.
These two are still up.
Yeah. Is that's
That's
what I got
Mr. Arcane Fire
Right.
off the building. This is matey that you shot.
That didn't do very much.
I reckon if you go for Arcade Fire, because I reckon if we go for him,
Okay.
then the others might back off.
Okay, I'm going to use my hand axe then. I'm going to run up to.
Who are you going to run up to?
It's a long way to run, but
Okay, you can move
Okay.
6.
But I can
Yes,
go
you can
very
move
fast.
7.
I can go very fast.
You can
though.
do 7.
I can go very fast. So I can
Right,
do second
you can
strike.
you can. that first strike means that you can leave. So if you're standing right next to somebody and you
Oh,
try
I
and
can
walk
hit
past
them
them,
and then run away.
you're standing right next to them and you try and
I'm
walk
gonna
past
use my
them.
longbow then.
Okay.
Longbow then.
Okay. Ultima is not being very successful putting out the fire in his caravan, but is now
Oh yeah.
spread, and the
What is,
donkey has run off.
is there
the horse has run off.
is that water there?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
It's my go though, right?
Yeah, it's your
yeah.
turn.
So
So I
someone.
should be trying to save the
Well,
caravan.
I think if you
Oh,
go for
no.
your attack, I think if Invisible Boy, if he were
I've got an idea.
okay.
To save the caravan.
Oh no, not save the
Rob it.
caravan. Let's
Okay.
rob it. That's I do have an idea. Don't worry.
I missed Torrent.
I don't have anything that can kind of put the fire
You've
out.
done it, too. What are you going to do?
Yeah, all of my things tend to be fire starting, not fire ending.
Yeah, I have fire starting things as well. Okay, I'm going to take my longbow and take him out in the head.
Well, if we've got.
Yeah, okay, roll your attack.
It's D. It's a D.
Yeah.
20.
They're all
Sorry,
D.
they're all D. Yeah, keep going. 16.
All right, your modifier is going to be ridiculous. So roll the d8. Yeah, d8 plus your thing. Who have you hit?
Him.
Okay, he sort of nicks his arm as the arrow flies past and hits into the building.
I want to hit him in the head.
He didn't hit him. So
That's because of this.
yeah. Okay. Faust.
I summon Eldritch Blast at.
Okay. Roll. What's your Eldritch Blast do? Roll your spell attack.
+7. 19.
Oh,
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
crit.
How much damage does Eldritch Blast do?
D10 +5.
Okay, roll.
Oh.
6.
Okay, so the hellish blast comes from your fingers. You flicker into visibility. So as you cast the spell, you turn visible.
Yeah.
And the blast streaks across the town square and strikes him squarely in the chest. He collapses to the ground on his knees in pain. Right. Jax.
I'm going to shoot my boy here.
But you get your longbow out and you're going to shoot him. Right, roll your roll a d20. So it's 9 plus. So if you scroll down to actions, yeah, your longbow. If you go on action, it's not there.
Longbow +5.
Yeah, so 9 plus 40, that's just enough. So you just hit it. So if you roll a d8, I think, d8 +5. 1. Okay, so you hit him. Okay, again, the arrow hits him on the on the arm. And it's like, yeah, they're all quite slowed down. They're looking both quite worse for wear. Right. Now it's my turn. Huh?
That's right.
Right. Right in front of you, Alan.
Yo, you're not the little guy.
Well, actually, right here.
Yeah.
The invisible guy reappears and
Coward!
reaches forward and grabs her.
Right.
And as he does so, he is casting a spell. You get a reaction. Do you want to react? You get a reaction, so you can react because it's being right next to you.
So he's casting a spell. So
Yeah.
do I? Is there a way that I can stop him from?
You can attack him. You can shake him. You can try and break his concentration.
You've got to go for the head.
Okay.
If there's one
You don't have to
visual tool,
injure him.
maybe
You can just try and break his concentration.
Okay.
You can punch him. You can
Oi, mate.
pull him.
I can call him racist. Yeah. I've got a.
I need to
Yeah,
pop upstairs through the door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna using my crossbow. Just
right. Yeah.
Plonk him
Okay,
on
roll.
the face. Okay, D20.
Yeah.
Come on, anything higher than anything. 19.
Okay, you
And you got
you swat him backwards. Let's go. Okay, and as he does so, a greenish energy appears around him. He looks you straight in the face, and then you can see that he is he's not human like the others. He is an elf, and moreover, he is a dark-skinned elf.
That's racist.
Well, he is. Okay, and as you've done that, he disappears. There's like a green
Oh.
pile of energy, and this isn't like the magic you saw before. He is not turned invisible.
I was going to say he's actually disappeared. He's
Yeah.
gone
There's
off.
a small portal appeared behind him and he just fell into it.
Right, it's that one.
So he was trying to grab her and pull her into the portal, and you smacked him backwards and he went into his own portal.
Okay, so he's casting that spell anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
He made his concentration roll, but you rolled well enough to stop him from achieving his objective.
Finally, everything's came up, Vincent.
Has he gone invisible again?
No, he's gone. He's a dark elf,
Teleported.
and he just teleported away. He was going to take the female elf, but I kind of twatted
Yeah,
him.
no, got that bit. Well, nice twatting.
Yeah, that's your great stuff.
Okay, Becky.
So
Oh no, hang on. They're gonna remove.
Is it your actual channel?
I was going to say,
It's not your turn. That was your reaction to him. Being,
yeah, but
So
so I'm still going to wait for these guys to do that.
There are.
Because is it near enough done?
Yeah, they're running.
Right.
And in fact, they're going to go off here. They're going down the alley. He's dragging him with him.
Right.
Or the dead one.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what's being done with that.
Okay, so you can see that these two are trying to run away.
Yeah.
They're trying to run down the alleyway. Their mates went down. They went outside. He dragged the corpse with him.
Okay.
Right, and it's your go.
Okay. I'm going to use Mage Hand to scoop up a whole chunk of water from there and bonk it onto the.
Yeah, roll a d20.
tarantula. Oh, for fuck's sake.
All right, you're starting to try and put the fire out. It's not that effective at the moment because it's sort of like somebody reaching over. There's like a huge inferno there, and there's like.
Well, it can carry 10 pounds, and my first instinct was taking the.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're 10
But-
pounds.
yeah.
But the water's kind of spitting out.
Yeah,
As you're,
yeah.
So this spectral hand is trying to scoop
Yeah.
water from the fountain onto the. All right. Okay. And Becky. They've stopped moving and they just collapsed.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to use my. I've got medicine, haven't I?
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my medicine to heal them.
Who?
The two people.
All right. You come up
Mar
to
and
them.
Da.
You come up to them and start trying to bandage their wounds. So roll your d20.
13.
All right, yeah, it's pretty good. So you're starting to bandage their wounds up. They're looking a bit better. Faust,
I'm going to
make a
again-
perception roll, Faust. Okay.
Walks into the wall.
You see,
Is that
you see something shiny in the corner, and you think it's some sort of sapphire, but you reach into it, and it's a piece of shattered blue glass.
I think it's a piece of shit.
Okay, I'm going to summon Eldritch Blast in that direction.
Wow.
Okay.
So we get running away, cowards.
Would you roll? Okay, so a bolt of
I mean, I
energy.
have plus 7.
Yeah, it's
I have
not
plus
quite
7.
enough. So it's not a
Well,
bad
I'm
shot.
here.
You fire and hit the wall right next to them. Okay,
Oh.
There's a warning shot.
okay, Jax.
Now
Now you're still on the building.
I'm still
You
on the
can
building.
see that this guy has taken off what appears to be a sewer access. The city has sewer, so it's sort of a sewer access tunnel. He's going inside, pulling this body with him.
Right. So these two are running down an alleyway and they've just been.
They seem to
missed.
be, they're
Yeah.
running. They're running, trying to catch up with their. There's only been one
I've
body.
still got eyes on Chucky, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take another longbow shot at it.
All right, go for it.
8 plus 5.
13. Right, it's, the arrow sort of swipes, and just as it would have hit his head, he ducks under into the sewer tunnel, and it sort of misses him. So he's inside there. I think
Am I allowed
that
to
was
move?
close enough. Yeah, you are allowed to move. He's left the body on the top.
Okay. I'm going to move back towards the caravan, so I'm going to sort of jump down off this building.
Right, roll
down.
athletics.
This is not to go afterwards. Hey,
Yeah,
someone
that's
landed their feet.
So, boof, you managed to get about there.
So yeah, seeing as I'm still in the employ of this chappie,
Yeah.
I'm going to start trying to put piss on his caravan.
Right. They're going
Good
to
news
run
is
down,
out. Bad news smells of urine.
pull this body as well. They're all going to disappear down the sewer tunnel.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, he's dead. Okay, so you're helping Ultima try and put out the caravan.
Yeah.
And eventually, with the sort of buckets of water, you manage to help do that. It's out. Ultima is looking devastated. Oh my God! At this point, you can hear the sound and scuffle of what sounds like the town guard coming into into the city.
Lose the loot.
Did you still start? Does your lip go invisible when you go?
Yes.
It's attached to him still, they're jangling around.
The glass of my hands. is
All
frozen.
right, everyone calm down. Order has been restored. You, giant man, you stay right where you are. It's always the Goliath, don't you know? Right.
No.
What do you do?
I turn invisible and yell, "Oi, mate, is that racist?"
7.
+5.
Right, how many times have you turned invisible?
Yeah, you must.
Only the once.
No,
No,
twice
you
now.
turned
No, I've already turned
Twice.
invisible the once.
twice, because you turn invisible and then you cast your spell to become Eldritch Blast, which you can
Yeah.
cast infinitely.
Yeah.
But the invisibility, how many spell slots have you got?
I haven't. That only lasts for turn, the Eldritch Blast.
No, Eldritch Blast cancels your invisibility.
Yeah, I know
So
that.
you have to recast
Yes, that's what I
invisibility.
meant. I've recast my
So
invisibility
that's-
and then calling them
Right,
a
okay.
racist.
Oh, standing behind the town
I didn't think. Yeah.
So you have, I think you've got plenty. I'm just trying to. So you got 2 slots, right? Hang on, you're a warlock. You're not a sorcerer.
No, I'm a sorcerer. I've let myself down, I think.
Well, you've successfully not cast any spells.
Yeah.
That was quite good. Right, so you've got 2 spells. So, all right, okay, so you can cast invisibility, but that's it until you rest now. Okay, so you can cast your cantrips, but you can't cast your main spell.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go invisible again.
No, that's cool.
So I'll be trying to loot again.
Fantastic.
The greater good.
Right, okay, I want you to make a
Not to the victims, but
I want you to make a straight wisdom roll to work out how much stuff that you managed to loot.
Did you get
Okay,
2?
you fill your pockets with all
remember,
sorts
I've
of
got
stuff.
a plus.
You
I've
think
got a
it's
plus 4.
Shampoo.
Stones.
Yes, nice to meet Sergeant.
I mean,
Right.
if I think it's valuable, that's half.
Stepping
half
towards you
the
is a rather tall man. He's short compared to you, but he's a rather tall man, rather lean looking. He's wearing plate mail armor and he clanks as he walks. He's got this kind of red robe behind him.
What effect did my shouting have?
None whatsoever. So,
That's brilliant.
sorry. Maybe some small part of him that's going to cause him to look at himself in the mirror tonight and reevaluate whether he's, approaching his job in the right sort of way, and whether he needs to establish an equalities commission or something like that. But otherwise, this seems fine. So,
Is he really small?
he does look a bit like Reese Clark. So,
Hang on, this
you
is not the
are
copper now.
trouble. He is.
This is the copper.
He's
This is the
copper.
chainmail.
Yeah.
He's wearing plate mail armor. He's got
He's got
a
red
team of
robe
about
behind
6
him.
people behind him, all sort of
Yeah.
marching up. All of you involved in the incident, you come here. You are to be interviewed.
Okay.
See?
I'm gonna use my persuasion to befriend him.
How are you going to do this?
Well,
I'm just gonna follow to the far.
I'm gonna go and
invisible.
speak to him.
Yeah, he's beckoning you forward. So he's beckoning you forward.
Yeah, and I have persuasion skills.
Yeah. So you need to tell me what you're telling us.
Well, you see, sir, it was like this. There was a terrible commotion.
I'm okay.
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Neve.
Right. That's important. Let's get it down. The elf woman is called Neve.
And I'm a fairy.
Oh,
Yes, of course you are, my dear. And you are?
Vincent.
I go.
Yeah, go away. Apprentice sorcerer.
No, I thought there was someone else here, but it seems to have turned invisible. And you.
So I'm going to explain that I worked for Matey Boy, whose cart's on fire when he got attacked, so I attacked the attackers.
Yeah. Ultima it jumps up and down. Yes, indeed, you works for me. And look what your security has done to my goods. There should be compensation for this. So he's
you don't have a sheriff today.
Right, roll stealth.
Wait.
Because you're speaking and that has away your position.
I wasn't actually speaking. I was casting it aside.
Okay, remember, all right. Okay. Okay, that was out of character apparently. Okay, fair enough. But when you do speak, you give away your position because you're not inaudible. You're
I know.
invisible. Okay.
I was breaking the fourth wall.
You trying to make Cav shut up. That's not good.
No, he can speak all he wants. That's cool. So you're going to persuade him, right? So he. I want to know what happened here. Who is your spokesperson?
Wait.
He seems
I
to have
can't-
Who are those two
disappeared.
over there? Bring them forward. You send some guards to bring them forward. They're speaking in Elvish to each other.
Becky can.
Okay.
They seem to be having a very heated conversation. The word the Unshackled is mentioned several times.
And Neve's the only one who actually understands that word.
Does anyone else speak Elvish?
I don't.
Okay, so you hear definitely the phrase the
Trying to
Unshackled.
investigate.
Okay,
I'm going to talk
you
to
don't
them.
you need to tell me what you're going to do,
I'm
and then
gonna
I say
talk
what
to them.
skill is applicable.
I'm going to talk to you.
Okay, what are you going to say?
I'm going to say, hello, I'm Neve, and I'm an elf.
The Longdale's
Wow.
daughter.
Mom! Dad!
Okay,
Yeah,
so
freak them out and start.
they're both relatively young for answers. Yeah,
I
they're
didn't want to cast any aspersions on them, but you know.
Richard arts an elf at age.
they're both relatively young, and they see you and they look at you somewhat suspiciously, but less suspiciously than
I
the
just
others.
helped them, I bandaged them.
Yeah,
Hello?
that's true.
Yeah.
They say to you in Elvish, "Thank you for your help. I know this is very much to us, but do you know anywhere that we could find lodgings in the city?"
For 50 gold.
I say you can come and stay at my gaff.
For 100 gold. 100 gold.
You
a
are
day.
so kind.
Yeah, 100 gold.
My name
Oh,
is.
hang on, this trouble keeps following them. This
Yeah, but
big right plan.
well, where else are we going to put them?
They can stay at our gaff.
They introduce themselves as Darius and Delia.
Okay. Hello, Doris.
Hello.
Hello.
So we just stood
Does
there
that mean
watching
you
this
can
elvish.
cook? Huh?
We just stood there watching this elvish conversation. Going, I have no idea what it's about.
Excuse me, I am Captain Jarvis, and you will listen to me. Someone must explain what has just happened,
Right. Okay.
or I'm going to arrest everyone.
So the caravan went on fire because there were a lot of bad people, and they were trying to
Suppose you have
kill
some evidence for
two.
these bad people.
Corpse over there.
Yeah, we did manage to kill some.
All right, yes. Yes, I suppose that is evidence. Okay, back it up. Come on. Top job. Well done. Well done for protecting the market.
So
Do we not get some reward for this?
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh god. This is gonna go. A D20 still, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey! Plus something. Charisma 5. So that's 21.
Yes, well, I suppose there is a standing bounty for taking out bandits and such like. Go and check what that bounty is. Really? Yes, you. There you go. Hands you 1 silver piece. Per bandit, 1 silver piece. You protected the marketplace from 1 bandit, 1 silver
And
piece.
a dark elf.
Dark elf?
Yeah.
Where is this dark elf?
Well, funny story.
Is this Michelangelo went
Yeah.
down the sewer?
No. He was about to attack. You can ask the elves because they saw him. He was about to do a portal thing. You know.
You two.
And then I
He
was.
points to the elves. Where are your traveling papers? Where are you from?
Oh, Brexit.
They look at each other.
Tell me, burned up in the back of the caravan.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they were all in the back of the caravan.
Make a deception roll.
Fire. And who? Deception?
D20.
Deception.
Yeah.
16.
Plus. That's a charisma or is it
Yeah, charisma.
That's a 16 or a 10?
a 10?
Oh, 10. Sorry. Didn't have my glasses on. Plus what?
Your charisma.
Deception. Deception on
Oh,
there.
deception's it?
Which one is
Well,
first?
don't just click the X. Scroll up, deception.
What X?
Plus.
I don't know.
Yeah, you
Oh,
say
2 plus 1. 11.
He looks at you very
Oh.
suspiciously. Well, I suppose that's possible.
It did go on fire, so.
Do a jig.
At this point, Ultima starts jumping up and down the Jarvis,
Okay.
demanding compensation, and he goes off with him to work out whatever forms that are necessary for that to happen. They go off. One of the guards is going to take your name, is written down your name and other details. But
They don't have a key
apologize.
to get into the ruined tower.
No, they don't. No.
Oh.
But they do ask
So
for
we
your
have to
address.
stay
Do you
out.
give your address as the ruined tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to stay up till they come home.
Who?
Them.
No, you don't have to stay up.
Because they're staying with us.
No,
Oh no, they
haven't gone
have
anywhere.
left them alone because you've
No, that's-
successfully.
Oh, that's them?
Yeah,
That's
you've,
them.
you've successfully persuaded. Oh, sorry, they're
That's him and him have gone off to fill
Oh,
in
okay.
forms.
So
Those
they're-
two are
yeah,
just going.
those two, that's right.
That was a close one.
Ah, grand. Okay, good. Excellent.
Okay, so the marketplace starts to. Ultima does turn to you and says, "I'm afraid, Jax, although you have served me faithfully and well,
Not for
week.
you.
I'm gonna have to let you go. Things start to explode and caravans burn. You know, if I get my stock back, I might try and hire you again. But until then, you're free. Go. Don't look back. Go now."
I'll try and tap him up for some severance pay.
All right, make a persuasion roll.
4.
You're a good lad. You're a good lad. Yeah. Take this. It's a special stone. It comes from Nemolia, my homeland. If you wish upon it,
Stop.
good things and good
Makes no
fortune will come with you.
difference.
So, right, lucky Gnomish stone on your.
Thanks, I'll see you around.
Okay, he's giving you a stone. He goes off to get his compensation. Right, what do you guys want to do?
So
Well,
we're not being taken away, are we?
You're not being taken
No.
away. You can become visible at will. You can go back to your tower.
I'm going to try some more looting.
Let's ask Jax what he's up to.
Well, no, but if we're going to have Jax involved, there's a fee to join.
I'm going to try.
CC, yeah.
I'm going to try.
Can we have
I'm going to try some more looting.
Look, let's say, can we have a chat about what just happened?
Yeah.
Back at your gap.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be looting.
Yeah, what did you roll?
17.
Okay, so while you've been
Get some
invisible,
booze.
you've gathered up some various things. So you can I'll tell you what you've got when you get back to the tower. But I'm going to assume that you spent this whole time going from stall to stall, trying to grab things while people haven't been looking. Okay.
Right. So we're going back to the tower to have a chinwag about.
So we've got these two elves with us.
Yeah.
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 So
Hey guys, look at all of this stuff.
Roll these. Just tell me the total number you get.
2.
You're not far off.
9, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, so the goods and supplies you've got,
Oh,
because
please
it's a
let it be
basic
alcohol.
marketplace. Yeah, you've gathered some goods. It's about 15 goals worth of stuff.
I'm not entirely useless there.
Well.
If I sell it to the right people, we might be able to get 16 gold from it.
Okay, so
We need 50.
all of you have now gone back to your little tower. The two elves are kind of sitting in the corner. They're both really quite distressed. Delia appears to want to leave, and Darius seems to be trying to convince her to stay. What do you guys want to do?
Well, you're the only one who can talk to them.
well, they speak
Oh,
common as well.
do they speak common?
They haven't spoken common. They might. You did hear them speak a couple of words of common. They did speak common to Ultima. So, but they haven't spoken common to you.
Right.
It would be unusual for elves to be travelling abroad without having any way of communicating with anybody.
Right.
I would think.
Yeah, it's true. They did speak common to Ultima.
So we need to ask them sort of why they're here.
And do they know who the fuck the
Oh,
dark elf is?
yeah. And why are people after them?
Yeah, hello.
I am Darius. Thank you for saving us. And you, great tall man. You are very impressive. I did not see you there. Are you visible now?
Oh, yeah, I can go back invisible. Sure.
He's looking on eBay currently.
This is your other friend.
Hi.
I was hoping you could help me and my wife. We are. I know you have helped us very much already, but we are.
We shouldn't talk about money.
Hey, what the man's got to say first?
It's all about the money, Alan.
50 gold. Sorry.
You've got 15 gold and 1 silver at the moment. You're better off than you were.
I have an uncle that lives here. He has a lot of. He has a successful business. He owns a tavern. I have not spoken to him in many years, but we were hoping to come here and meet him, and I'm sure he could repay you handsomely for any recompense.
But what were you here for?
We representatives of our order. We are emissaries of our god. We're not so much a god. And Delia thumped him in the elbow at this point. I'm sorry, the words of common are unfamiliar to me. I am not well practiced in their use. My uncle, Galen, might be able to help.
What is a bloody tavern with these things? Okay. so do we need to head to the tavern?
I think we probably should go to
Galen
the
then.
tavern.
I'd like to interject at this point and just go, stay out of service, folks. Those ones what got away went down in the sewers.
Would it be worth us splitting up and
So I'm not part of your merry band yet.
No, because
I've just been sacked.
The final three.
That was a close one. Let's go and have a beer and talk about this.
Yeah, but we've recently lost a member of our comrade, our CCC. Would you be interested in joining us?
What you got going on?
Well, I don't know.
It's 2 elves. Seem to know somebody who owns a pub.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go and check it out. Could do with a drink.
Do you want to make an insight roll?
Yes, please.
Roll a d20 and add your insight.
Oh, God. Is that a 6 or 9? It's a 9.
And add my insight.
What's your
4.
What's your total?
So
13.
10. No, it's 10, isn't
That's
it?
a 6. It's a 9.
Oh, it's a 9?
They
Okay.
both look very nervous.
That's my insight.
But you only rolled 9.
Plus my 13.
13. Oh, okay. You get the feeling that they're definitely not telling you everything that's going on.
Can I do my persuasion now?
Yeah, what are you going to persuade them?
To tell me everything that's going on.
Can't fool that.
Okay, so what are you just going to say to them? Tell me everything that's going
Yeah,
on?
come on, go and have a beer.
What's your charisma?
So, could we suggest,
Mm-hmm.
if this isn't out of order,
Here you
that,
go.
that there's obviously something going on with you guys. Why don't we're all going for a drink anyway? We'll watch your back, and you can tell us a little bit more about what's going on.
Okay, they both look at each other. All right. We don't really know any taverns in town, so this is your city, so wherever you want to go.
So, sorry, I thought your uncle owned.
Galen.
I was saying that because I thought that you wouldn't help us if we didn't have any money to offer you. But the fact
Oh,
that-
shit. Okay. Right.
I do have an Uncle Galen who lives in the city, but I don't know where he is. I don't know what he does.
So, pub?
No, well, oh.
We haven't got any money for the pub. You've got a drink. That's getting drunk.
Oh no.
Are you going to a tavern? You can go to a local tavern.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
we
if we go to tavern and maybe ask if anyone there knows.
Galen.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
A short while later, you find yourselves in a tavern. This is just one of the local drinking points. At this time of day, it's fairly busy. You've got a lot of merchants in town that talking about. You haven't had a chance to rest, so you don't have your spell slots.
Power nap? So that I can appear slightly rested.
Right, if you
maybe.
wait an hour before you go out, you can have a short nap. You will gain one of your spell slots back. The short rest. So you'll have to wait an hour.
That's like eating before swimming.
About
Can
half
I-
an hour.
Can I check that we're in the tavern
Actually,
now? We're in the tavern now.
Yeah, I'll say you, because all that time took about half an hour. So you can take a short rest. So you can all gain, if any of you have lost hit points, you can gain one of your hit die back. So if you're if you lost any hit points, you gain that back. Okay, so you gain all back your hit points. You bandage yourselves up, and you find yourselves in the tavern. Calvin, you've got one spell slot, so you don't have both of them.
That's cool. I only need the one.
So who's the?
So drink something.
You've got some sort of
It's
persuasive thing.
yeah, and I've got an investigation thing. I can look around for clues and make deductions based on those clues. An intelligence check. Deduce the location of a hidden object, discern the appearance of a wound, what kind of weapon felt it, or determine the weakest point in the tunnel.
Right, make a perception roll.
Okay.
All of you make perception as you make your way to the tavern.
I've got
7.
16.
16.
13.
What's everyone's skills for perception?
So what did you get? You got 16.
I got 16, and my perception skills are +6. So I've got 22.
You notice the way Delia is walking, and the way she's sort of kept, although she's quite trying to hide it.
She's pregnant.
She is.
Yeah, that's well.
Okay,
Okay,
that's it.
that's all you notice.
For 22 points.
That's all she's trying to hide.
Is it a boy?
So-
Only 3 months gone. It's not that obvious.
Okay, that's pretty impressive then.
I'm going to do a bit of intimidating them.
Right, you get to the bar.
I was going to say, but we're in
Okay.
this bar and it says 8 foot. There's some guy playing the piano and he stops.
Well, this is frequented by mercenaries, and Goliaths are quite often hired as mercenary guards.
Right.
So,
I'm gonna see if I can steal anyone's drink.
okay, you go off trying to steal. Okay.
I mean, I don't want to
You
spend
can
any
just
of the
start a
money.
barroom brawl. You know, we're trying to go in,
That's
you know.
fine.
So I'm
Because in
going to
that
walk.
case, I could go invisible.
I'm going to walk up to the bar and go, look, all that shit that went down in the square half an hour ago, we stopped that. You're still alive. How about a round on the heads?
Okay, roll persuasion.
What have we got?
7 plus 0.
Okay.
I put the 1.
Okay. At the bar
Just you wait.
is a rather mean-looking dwarf who's bald and has a trim rather than luxurious goatee beard. He's sort of polishing the bar, and you can see all of the glasses in this bar are kind of chipped. Everything looks the paint is kind of dried and peeled, and looks like it could require. He looks at you for a long time as you say this, and then bursts out laughing. Okay, good one. No, this is my bar. I am Barack Obama, the dwarf.
Okay, well,
Barack.
can't stop a man from trying 6 beers, please. Right?
Please, that'll be.
Oh man.
So it's 12. It's 2 silver pieces of beer.
Yeah.
So that's because he likes you, he'll give it for 1 gold piece.
Yeah. So I got 10 gold company, so I'm trying to find some new work, so I'm investing in a round of drinks.
All right. Okay. So
Okay.
So I'm going to cough up a piece of gold, get 6 beers for it.
So
you're quickly given beer.
I'm gonna try and grab some other drinks.
Okay, make a slow time roll.
Oh,
19.
Okay, you sort of flipping from
Plus,
table to
plus,
table.
plus 3.
Huh?
I think it's +3.
Yeah,
plus
flipping from table to table. You come back with an armful of other people's drinks.
Oh!
Remind me not to go out drinking with you.
Right, so have we now got a table that we're
You've
all
got a
sat
table, you're sat around, you've got quite a lot of drinks. Jax brings over a drink for everyone. So does Faust, but they kind of various types of drink.
Right.
Put
With
them
lipstick
in.
on the glass.
Can I look around and see if there's any other elf type people? Because I'm looking for people who might know their.
Yeah, no, make a perception roll.
10 plus.
Yeah, you can see quite a few other elves around here. So this is the marketplace. It's kind of busy. So you see mostly humans, but elves, gnomes. There's only 1 Goliath in the pub.
As well as deaths.
No, just Jax is the 1 Goliath in the pub.
Okay.
There's a handful of half orcs, that sort of thing. There's no dark elves. Dark elves make a Arcana roll.
What's that on? D20?
Yeah, D20. Everything's on a D20.
Okay. 12.
Right. So you would know from your lore that dark elves are basically the elves tell their children bedtime stories about if they don't behave themselves, the dark elves will come for them.
Right. Okay.
They're not generally found in civilization.
No. So I don't know whether to do like an announcement to across everyone, or whether just best to go and quietly just talk to a group of people.
Delia and Darius keep whispering to each other.
Right.
Drinks.
Thank you very much for helping us.
I don't know what they are, but they're something.
Do ask them if they recognise anyone?
No, I can't say that I do. I think my uncle might be Temple District of the city.
I'm gonna get out. Does anyone know what's his face?
No, you're not.
No.
Oh.
Well, you could, and then you wait for the person to leave, and you follow them, sort of thing. But yeah, no.
Is it not worth a try?
We think just.
No. I've got you guys drinks. Let's just.
Sorry, I wish I could tell you more, but maybe you should just go. I mean, I appreciate the drinks.
No, we're in this now. Right. I'm going to take 2 of the drinks that Faust brought, and I'm going to go up to a group of elves, offer them these drinks, and just ask them if they know anything about the uncle and the temple district.
As you do that, the doors to the tavern open, and you see Badger step into the.
I hide the glass.
As you do that, Badger's eyes seem to lock immediately on you, as if he was no one else in the bar apart from you. And he strides forward. He strides forward, straight forward. For you. Vincent!
Oh, nice to meet you. Here, have some drinks.
Vincent, my old chum.
What's up?
Come, sit with. You brought drinks?
Yeah.
Are you not going to introduce me to your friends now, Vincent?
Of course. These are all my friends.
He gives you a hearty slap on the back.
Right, thank you. So -1 point. This is Neve. This is.
I know Neve.
Of course you do.
Fellow tenant.
And this is. You might not recognise Faust.
I've never seen you before in my life.
I've never seen you before either. Sorry about the past.
And this is our new acquaintance, Jex, and these are 2 elves that we helped during the whole kerfuffle in the square.
Look at you, big damn heroes!
Yeah, I've got a budget now. Apart from that, yeah, it's all good.
Well, I was thinking, Vincent, my old friend, you've got a lot of rent to pay, but I'm prepared to waive the first month of rent.
Why?
Because you've found 2 young people who I've been looking for.
And why are you looking for them?
Well, I'm not exactly looking for them, but Fingers is.
Fingers is his boss.
Oh, right, yes. And what would Fingers be?
They're whispering to each other. The 2 elves look, Darius and Delia look somewhat afraid, and they look like they're going to bolt.
Okay.
Now, there's nothing to be worried about. I'm sure Fingers just wants to have a conversation.
Right. I think we might need to
Perception check.
Insight check.
Yeah, inside check.
You get the feeling that Fingers, whoever he is probably not a very pleasant person, and anyone he has a conversation with, he's probably not going to talk to them about, landscape gardening or the weather. You don't have thieves' cant, which is a kind of slang, but you can see that Badger is looking around notably for at one or two points where there is a guard who is currently within a city guard currently within the tavern. He looks quite nervous. There's a spike in the bravado.
I would stand up at this point
Yeah.
and go, that's a shame there with me and we're leaving. And
Now. There's no need to get like that. Have a seat, my friend. We have not met. I am Badger, and you are.
leaving.
Make an intimidation check.
6 plus 2, 8.
No, I wouldn't be so swift to get out of here if I were you. Bad things happen to those who don't listen to fingers.
Phrasing. Can I?
Right. So
I actually do have something for this.
is it going invisible?
No, it's called vicious mockery.
Yeah, brother smells of elderberries.
They have to do a wisdom save of 15.
Can I headbutt him?
Yes, you can.
Can I-
Roll attack. He's
am I
not
allowed-
expecting you to
Am I
headbutt.
also allowed to do the mockery?
You
So-
can,
so-
yeah. So this is a yeah, you can
So-
do this.
Because if
But-
that does the mental, that does the psychic damage.
Okay, my worry about all this lot is where are we going to go once it all kicks off? Because it's about to kick off, isn't it?
Are you going to go invisible? Because I've got another idea.
Well, okay, right.
I can stab him.
Let's see how this
Right,
plays
so-
out then.
So
you don't
my
get
reading of this
Yeah.
is we're in a public place.
Yeah.
Badger isn't going to start anything because there's guards around.
Yeah.
I've said I'm leaving. He's being an arsehole. I just turned around and
Yeah, roll
You
the
guys really
20.
kid. Ooh.
19
All right,
plus
you-
7
you
for an unarmed strike.
he is floored. He's not expecting your head, but he actually drops straight to the floor. At which point, what do you do?
Drink up, lads.
You loot him. Oh, you're not going to miss it.
I'm not
Okay,
going
he's stunned on the floor. Right, what do? You loot him. Roll.
You couldn't lose him.
Exceed.
Okay,
Why?
you just
No.
grab his belt purse. Okay.
Oh, we're not going back to the tower.
No, it's sleight of hand. He won't notice it was me.
He's unconscious. He's not noticing anything.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're
I
going to
just
chuck it at the barman and say, drinks are on Badger.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris.
Okay, there's a bit of a razzle. Oh, like it's going to sound like there's a ball. They turn around and a couple of guards turn around, but it just looks like a kind of
Just slipped.
he's just fallen straight to the floor.
He drank too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that was a
Okay,
good idea. Chris. Even that's what we pay the rent with it. How much gold?
No, so you stolen Rob.
He has 40 gold pieces in his purse.
Should we use that to cover the rent?
Well, no, I thought you're gonna. I think we need to make an escape. So
You can hear Badger groaning on the ground.
yeah. So I reckon if you keep 20 and the other 20,
Exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Chuck him at the barman and
Chuck him at
say,
the bar.
round of drinks on.
yeah.
Ah! There's everyone sort of salutes your generosity.
CCC, excellent.
Yeah.
So, pursued by bear.
Let's Foxtrot Oscar.
Where are you going? You going back to your tower?
No. Do we?
We can't go to the sewers.
We can't go to the sewers.
Let's head to the temple district.
Temple, that's what it should be shout. Yeah.
So it's middle of the day still.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces happening.
It's about 2 in the afternoon. now.
Yeah, so we have a word with these elves and say, look, it's all getting a little bit heated here. Let's head off to the temple district. And see
Make a persuasion roll with advantage.
13.
So we roll again as well.
Yeah. So roll see then the best result.
17.
All right. Yeah. Darius starts with, yes, it's somewhere in the temple district. Delia turns to him and kind of hits him and says, thank you for your help. We know where we need to go. If you would take us, we can guide you. Please follow us.
Good.
You're going to follow him?
Yeah.
We know
Nothing bad
what's
to do.
I've gone. Let's use perception to see if they're trustworthy. Just in case.
Insight.
Insight. 16. And my insight is +3, 19.
Darius seems reluctant to trust you, but Delia seems to be sincere, and she sincerely wants to lead you to what she believes to be a safe house.
That's cool enough for me. Just wanted to make sure we weren't being led
Yeah,
into.
yeah. Here's the dark area.
I mean, I could turn invisible.
Lewis.
Yeah. No.
Clearly.
but it's probably not the best idea for me to just me two.
Okay,
Do I look?
We've got nothing much going on, so why don't we follow?
Is it worth looking behind us to make sure that we're not being followed?
make a perception. You do notice as you're scurrying away from the tavern, heading towards the temple district of the city, you get the impression once or twice that eyes are on you. When you turn around, you see nothing.
Say again?
I'm just talking to the cat.
Okay, so
After about half an hour of going through deeper into the city, you start entering into the temple district. There are sort of larger white pillared buildings to various gods that are worshipped in the city. There is one building here that looks relatively new. It has a etched into the front of it is this huge sort of compass, and within the compass there is a carving of a triangle. Do any of you have religion? Do you want to make a religion check?
+4. 23.
+2.
Kevin, this is you're very well versed in all sorts of deities and smaller religions and stuff.
You bought most of them.
Yeah.
Whatever this is, it's not a god.
This one
it's
was on
not the
this coin.
symbol.
This was on this coin.
It's not the symbol of a god that you recognise. So this is quite exotic or new.
Leopard heist.
Okay, as you want to take these
Right.
Are you all right, Becky?
I'm fine up, yeah.
Yeah, that screaming is coming from your chair, Ash.
Compass with a triangle in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello. So
As you come closer to this building, you can see that the outside is staffed by robed guards. They're all wearing blue, and they all have this kind of this symbol of sort of compass, circular compass with a triangle in the middle.
Is it the same colour blue as
Yes.
our elvish friends? Or
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I do a perception check.
What are you looking for?
See if I can identify anything about any kind of like what race they are or anything like that. If we can't see.
You can see them, so they look elven.
Dark Elven?
No, they're not dark.
Do they look pleased to see us?
I do.
as you-
see the other two.
They're both carrying. There's two of them. They're both carrying halberds, which are sort of pole weapons with axes on the end. As you come forward, they sort of cross their halberds, and Darius speaks to them in Elvish. They lower their blades, they bow, and the doors open. Darius and Elia walk inwards into this sort of red carpeted stone building that you can see here.
So where are
They
they
beckon
walking
you in.
here or here?
From the other end.
So
the
we're
main doors
walking.
are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll Okay, you can see that by those alcoves there are guards, sort of all posted all down the side.
All in blue.
Yeah, all in blue robes.
Same
They're all
weapons.
elves, They're actually carrying long swords.
Right.
Are
they sheathed?
Yeah, they're sheathed.
So they're basically just standing there being sentries rather than looking like they're about to attack anybody.
Yeah, they're not looking like they're not attacking anyone. There is a series of benches across here. I'm sorry, I don't have them there. There's a series of benches, and this is more set up rather than a throne. This is set up as an altar. There seems to be someone preaching from that altar.
Coming with a new child or something like that. We're a chosen one or something.
Becky, do you want me to continue with that, or do you want me to wait for you?
Yeah, I'll continue on this now.
Okay.
I think we might be about to go into combat.
Really? What?
What else is he asking?
That's very method. Okay. You can see this at the far side. There is while all the other people here are human. Are elven. The guy at the end who is preaching is human. He is also wearing blue, but his robes seem more ornate than the others. He's talking to the congregation, and as you come in, he stops. And the prodigal son and daughter return. Come, welcome. You are welcome here. You are welcome in the halls of the Unshackled.
Have we basically walked into the place?
The doors close behind you.
Right, okay.
We've walked into the Jonestown of this.
The two elves move forward, and you lot are so congregated there. They drop on their knees before this man who walks down. He's a very handsome-looking man. He's about 6 foot tall. He walks down. He seems to glide down the steps, almost as if he was levitating slightly above the floor.
He's.
For once, effectively, he sort of glides down with, "You are welcome. My children, what has happened to you? Should never have left us." He starts talking to them in a very sort of guttural language. Do any of you speak Abyssal?
No.
Who's the most charismatic of us?
I've got 5 plus 5.
Probably
Plus 5.
Vincent. Or
Yeah.
a tie between Vincent and Faust.
Have you got?
I would
That's what I was.
something along the lines of,
So,
we found these two having a spot of trouble, we brought them back here.
Yeah.
If you could see your way clear to, you're obviously doing all right for yourselves.
They seem to be calling him Seeker Galen.
Oh, I speak Abyssal.
Seeker.
Seeker Galen. All right, you speak Abyssal, do you?
right.
Right.
So you'll be the best one to.
He Darius is saying to him, he's apologizing for having left. He shouldn't have left when he did, and he's seeking penance. But all the blame is his, and it's nothing to do with Delia. Galen is nodding and telling him to shh.
I think
It's fine.
Oh, it's not fine.
Don't worry. Everything will be all right. Take my hand.
We're in a boss battle type scenario, people.
So he's about to stab Darius.
Yeah. So as you speak,
Or Randa.
don't go invisible.
Door's locked.
I'm not going to try and escape. But just remember that.
What?
I have one slot.
You've got the 1 spell slot. And what can you do?
Galen takes
If I'm close enough.
Darius's hand, and as he does so, a dark energy seems to come from Galen's hand, and it envelops Darius.
Right.
And you see him start to grow old before your eyes.
Right.
He
Okay.
grows older and older. He starts screaming. Delia screams no and bashes on Galen, but to no effect. Darius is turning to dust before your eyes.
Okay, so we can't save him at this point. He's gone.
Dust. He
Right.
blows into dust.
Okay.
I'm going to swap him.
Yeah, you're gonna
Longbow.
Wait, hang on. Before we do anything, we need to try and figure out. We need to try and figure out what they're doing. So just basically scream. What was that? What are you doing?
No. Shoot first.
Because-
Ask questions later.
This will only end well.
If we delay at the moment,
Yeah.
they're not expecting us to attack.
Yeah,
Of
yeah.
course, yeah.
So we're well on hiding to nothing.
Yeah.
We're in a building that we don't control
Yeah.
with an unknown number of people on it.
They've gone for
The only people that we had any positivity with, one of them's just been dusted.
Okay.
So the chances of us hitting Maggie Boy.
Thank you.
Can I just have some water?
Yeah. What? Do you want me to use a spell?
I reckon if all four of us attacking at the same time.
Oh, him.
Galen raises his hands. My friends, you have done us a great service in returning our brother. See that they are rewarded.
Right, now they're all going to come at us now. Right, okay. So
One of them seems to be pulling out a chest.
Oh. Just yeah. Wait, the
And he's
name ready.
heading towards you.
I wouldn't trust. I've got a bad feeling about this one.
Okay, that one there has got pull the chest.
Right,
My friends, you have nothing to fear. This has been church business.
right.
Perception check
On what?
on the chest.
Okay, yeah.
Fuck.
Appears to be an ornate.
Oh no! It's even worse than you expect. Ouch.
Thank you.
That's okay.
It's a one.
He holds
It's a
the chest.
one.
The
Put it in
guy
his
holds
hand.
the chest before you,
Right.
places it gingerly on the floor, and opens it in front of you.
Okay.
There appears to be a large amount of gold pieces here.
I still say we go with your plan and just
Delia's crying, but she turns around. Galen whispers something to her. Delia turns round and said, "It is all right. This is what Darius wanted. Thank you for helping."
right now she's under a spell now. So they've all got weapons.
We've all got long swords.
They've all got long swords.
So
He steps back. He's left the chest.
Right. Okay.
Oh, here's a good thing.
they've got long swords, but they've got no ranged weapons inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't appear to have any ranged weapons. You do look. They've got like daggers in their belt.
Yeah, but-
presumably they could be thrown.
Yeah, but nobody carries a ranged weapon inside. So
Here's also something. That chest. We'd still take it if we could.
Well, yeah, that's where my head was at. But we now need to make a decision of whether are we going to. I reckon if we go for him, because we've got time for this lot, so it may be even like two just go at him, and the other two go for.
well, at the moment, we've got a door behind us.
Yeah, so we could leg it.
Haven't made salad.
I've made some.
Oh,
So we could, if we've got backs to the door,
Yeah.
we all make a strike at him as one.
Yeah. Okay.
It's either going to hit him and do him some damage, and then we can off-ski.
Yeah.
Or not.
Right. But what if we get her? So are we thinking more of a kind of a weapon rather than magic?
Yeah.
Because I was going to use Sacred Flame, but I'm worried that she'd be in the
Yeah.
he's got his arm around her.
Yeah.
seem nervous, my friend.
That's what you That's fine.
Please.
Half an hour ago, I was having a beer with your man Darius. He's now quite the dust, and you wonder why I'm nervous.
Yeah.
He has passed on to the next realm,
No shit, Charlotte.
to his eternal reward.
Oh no.
He is one of the unshackled. Observe. As the dust starts
dark
forming,
elf now.
the dust starts forming, and this shadowy creature that looks a little like Darius rises from the ground.
Zombie type.
Lucy. No, it appears to be made of sort of mists and shadow.
Okay.
Lucy.
Yeah.
Freed from the shackles of life.
I think
Free
that's called
From
murder.
the torment. Free from the torment of this material existence.
Again, I think that's called murdered. Which might be a crime.
I sense your desire to join us.
Okay, we have.
Okay, I think you're sensing the wrong thing. I don't have any ranged weapons, guys. I don't have any ranged weapons.
You've got no ranged weapons?
You must have something you can chop at.
I have a dagger.
Okay.
If you want me to try
Have
it.
you got any range weapons?
I've got,
So are you going to attack? You want to roll initiative?
yeah.
Or do you want to negotiate?
What's to negotiate?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
But he's holding all the cards, isn't he?
To be fair, I can't do worse than I did last time.
He does say that.
Well, I mean, I literally can't do worse than I did last time. But I won.
My friends, do you wish to join us or leave?
That.
you see, I'm still of the. I quite like this Darius geezer.
Yeah.
He done all right by me. So
There is a third option.
Fight.
I'll mess with him.
What happens if we get a 1 in initiative roll, by the way?
Have to want some salad. Thank you. Want some salad?
Yeah, so I was going to get confused. Thank you.
I'm going to have to use your loo again. That's the problem when you keep feeding me tea.
Oh, sorry, darling.
This is why the last expense we put a downstairs loo in, aren't we? And I have to throw the bill away. That's the other story.
You've already got that one.
I've got that one, yeah. Becky, this is lovely.
Did you get salad? Very good. So you went with him.
Right, okay.
Do you want this coleslaw?
Thank you.
Or
So-
give me the main salad back.
We're now in a situation where we can either fight or
So
run.
Darius is dead. He's
Now-
turned to a
Darius-
load of dust, and
now-
now apparently
now
he's
he's
not
a-
one of the shackles.
Now he's a zombie type thing.
But that's been sold to us like it's a good thing, and we know it isn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
because we've essentially walked into the Elven equivalent of Jonestown.
Okay.
We have
Am I wrong?
freed our brother and sent him to the next realm, unshackled from the torment of this world, free from hunger, free from pain.
Again, I'm pretty sure that's what's called murder.
Free from the injustice of this world.
Okay, sort the rest of you. I'll pull out a longbow. Take
Roll
a shot
as
at
you
him.
do that, roll initiative. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, hang on.
Can I roll an initiative as well? I got 10.
I got 10 as well.
I got 15.
Plus 3, so it's 13. What's your
Plus 4, plus 5. Exactly. So,
What's the initiative?
okay, so it's a D20 plus your dex modifier.
So that's a 10 in total for me.
Okay.
18 in total for me.
13?
So I'm going to rule. But since you were prone to act, you get one action before everybody else, and then we go to initiative order. So you get to act now.
Okay, so I take a longbow shot at Gaylord in the corner there, and then as soon as I've done that, I head for him.
Okay, cool. Roll. Roll a D20.
18.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wow.
Your longbow shot is so you sort of swing out your longbow and fire a shot before anyone has a chance to do anything.
Yep.
It swings through, it sort of sings as it cuts through the air and hits your man on his arm that was held around Delia. She sort of backs away from him instinctively, and he screams backwards like this. And he screams, "Destroy them! Rip them limb from limb!"
Is this the baddie?
Yes.
That sounds like we're having some fun now.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it's not like you were going to try and not do that already, mate.
Now we go. What else are you going to do?
So how much movement have I got in my move?
I think you've got a move of 30, which means you can every square you can move is 5 feet, so you can move 6 squares.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm face to
Right.
face with him with
So you have your attack, so you move and you ready your weapon, and that's your
yeah. So I'm now in his face with a battle axe,
Cool.
standing 8 foot in front of him.
Right. Okay.
Who have we got around us?
Becky, it's your go first.
These
I'm
guys
on 18.
are guards.
Okay. Yeah. Go on.
He's bad dude. He's Misty. Used to be Darius. That's our mate Delia, Mum,
Yeah,
who's just backed off from Darius. Who's got a longbow arrow stuck in his shoulder to stop.
you just did that.
He did
Okay.
the shot at.
And where am I on?
You're
Here
stood
as well. Okay.
doorway
Cool.
as well.
All right. So,
So,
Cameron's go next.
Yeah, should we start with Galen or do you want me to start with one of the other guards?
I think
Bear in mind, I've got a dagger. That's the only part, and a hammer.
no magic you can throw at him there.
You can turn invisible.
No.
I can, but I've only got one, remember. So I think it's best to plan for an escape.
I think either go for maybe there.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be the first one to give us any trouble.
Or you can pick up the chest for gold.
Okay, Captain, what are you going to do?
Wait a second.
You can always hold your action, which means that you'll go later in the turn, like an interrupt.
I'm gonna stab this guy.
Okay, you move forward,
Dagger.
stab him with a dagger. So you're off?
13 plus, I think, 5.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Roll your damage.
Shoot. 1d4 plus 3. 4
Ow.
plus 3, 7.
You reach into the dagger and punch it deep into his side. He sort of screams in pain, but in the same time, the same breath draws his longsword. You pull your dagger back. He looks badly wounded. Right. Okay. So.
Can I use movement to? So I've only used like one square.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can move away. But if you do move away, he gets what's called an attack of opportunity. So if you move out of his combat threat range, he can take a swipe at you as you move past him.
But not only that, he's got a long sword. You're right in front of him, so he can't hit you with a long sword if you're right in front of him.
That represents about 5 feet distance. So
He just stabbed him. That's right next to him.
yeah, it goes in. But each round's about 6 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So he goes in like that, stabs him, and moves back. You can keep right next to him if you want, and try and grapple him.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can move away. You just take a swipe at you as you move.
Okay, I'll take my chances. I'll move away.
All right.
He has disadvantage though, isn't he?
No.
No?
I hit armor class 23. That's a hit. Ouch. He does you 8 points of damage as his longsword, as you sort of swiping past him, he drags his longsword down across your back. Right.
Is this guy? If we take this guy out,
No,
we can't take him out,
well, no, we've already had one attack at him.
right?
I'm planning to go at him as well.
Guys, we should do a perception check to see if any of those are dusted people as well.
And what?
Oh yeah.
Perception check or insight to see if any of the other guards.
What would
No,
that difference would that make?
It means it could be potentially if we kill them, they disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know.
So
And we find that out.
who's next?
It's your go, then. So, what do you want to do?
What is it I want to do?
Perception check.
A perception check to find out if we get him, well, everybody else.
You don't really know.
No, but we should do a perception check to see if they are shackled.
They look real. I mean, when the one in the cavern stabbed was bleeding.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Very handy with a long sword.
But he is the big threat. He's the person who can turn people to dust, right?
Yeah.
Seems that way.
Okay. Alright, so I want a longbow. Him. Can I do that from there?
Yeah, you can. Alright.
Can I say where I'm going to hit him? Try and hit him?
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
Is he alive or is established he's alive? He's not a zombie.
No, he looks as flesh and blood as it goes.
Got one of my arrows stuck in him.
Yeah.
Okay, where did you manage to get him?
Shoulder, yeah, so.
Oh, I'll go straight for the heart.
Okay.
Go for the head.
No, you never go.
The heart. Right.
Central body moves.
Okay, so where's my D? So I've got to roll a D20,
Yeah.
and I've got to know what my longbow thing is, don't I? Longbow, 1d8. Is it +5? No, that's the damage. Where do I find out what I add to it?
It's under attacks
10.
or actions.
Oh, okay. Under actions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. 150 is the range +9, so 19.
Okay, so the arrow whistles its way towards him and hits him. He turns at the last second and it hits his arm again.
Oh, that's crap.
Roll a d8.
Same arm?
Yeah, same one.
Another one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
so
have
it just
+5.
skips his, you might have +5.
Yeah.
It's quite a substantial hit. He's looking kind of worse for wear. Richard.
Right. So I shout to her to
Get out of the way.
get out of the way, and I launch a sacred flame at his lordship.
Okay, what's that do?
It's a flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range of 60 foot. The target must succeed in the dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. Target gains no benefit from cover for this saving throw.
Okay, so he doesn't make a saving throw. Holy flame descends in your hand and you throw it forward as it engulfs it. Roll a d8.
4 plus 5 for plus 7. So yeah.
He seems especially susceptible to this kind of damage. He writhes in pain and falls backwards. He's on the ground, writhing in agony.
And has she moved out of the way as well?
No.
Okay.
She's moved out a bit away. She hasn't been
Cool.
this thing.
Whose go is it?
It is. I think
Yeah,
it's your go because you have a free go.
Yeah.
Right.
Finish him off, we can take out the other guy. Use her next to.
Or he's more susceptible to magic.
Yeah.
Have you got anything like that? Or
No. So I'm going to battle axe matey
okay.
because that's always fun. Or not, that's maybe 5 plus 7 is 12.
12 is just so you swing your battle axe. He sort of ducks behind the pillar at the last second, and your axe sort of hits across the pillar, making sort of screeching electrical marks in it, twice against the stone. Right, it's their go. Galen is going to get up, and through a supreme act of will, the flames that are going on in his body sort of dampen and die. He reaches out his hands and says, with your strength, I will defend this church. He reaches out to both of them, both hands, and this sort of greenish energy emanates from him, and they wither and die. Their energy coming into him.
That's Delia as well, yeah?
Huh?
That's Delia.
Oh, not Delia, sorry. Not Delia. I meant this guy on the side.
So he's running out of energy, and the only way he pulls energy is
You
to
can
kill himself.
see,
People.
Yeah.
you can see that he seems fully healed. Whatever he had before. Right.
So we did enough damage to critically wound.
Have you got magic that you can use?
I do, but I remember I only have one shot.
Yeah, but if you and I both use magic, and if these guys haven't got magic, then they'll attack the more mortal. Because if you're weak from them, then you can't take their strength.
Okay, so only 2 of them, 3 of them can get to you. Now one lumbers towards Jex and takes a swing at him with his longsword, and misses wildly. So he just sort of flails his longsword around your form.
Is it a 1?
No, it's a 5. But,
If it was a 1, I'd say, doesn't he attack his matey?
so the one that is rushed forward, and I think it's attacking Neve.
This one.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, that's a natural 20. That's a critical hit.
Oh no.
So
Is that Kevin?
Yeah.
No, that's you.
It's me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Critical hit, that doesn't sound good in anybody's language.
So
No.
what happens is that I roll a d8, I double the result, and I add its modifier. So that's what damage it does. That's a 3 doubled to 6, and it adds 2 to its damage. So you did 8 points of damage. Yeah, it does you 8 points of damage as he swings his longsword at you.
Horrible man.
You duck out of the way, avoiding most of the blow, but it still is quite nasty. It scratches across your chest.
Whose idea was to start a fight?
Bloody hell, I just arrived with a bit of takeaway. I got in there, it was all raging.
Okay, so the last one attacks Cavern, or Faust. I hit armor class 15. What's your armor class?
15.
What's a hit?
Which is the 16 shit.
Does you 5 points of damage.
Great.
Are you conscious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like your little challenge.
Yeah, Ricky got me. It's cool.
What's that? Oh, tower.
Right. Okay. So that's their go. Oh, Delia is to go. Delia.
Where's she going?
Delia's
Oh, go, go.
She draws a dagger.
No!
And she attacks you.
Oh, no, but she's got baby.
Yeah.
She can attack anybody. You're running away.
And she misses him wildly, so there's not to worry.
Oh, no. That's so good.
Okay, and it's top
Actually,
of the
did you
initiative
want a
order.
piece of pizza? Did you get a piece of pizza?
I didn't love. I would love one.
What would you like? One of these?
The stuffed crust, yes. Please.
Oh, yes.
Right, so I think it's
it's
you, yeah. You've got this guy bearing down on you now.
Oh, no, he can only. We've been very good.
Yeah, I'm going again with the dagger.
Okay.
Okay, 12.
Not quite enough. It sort of clinks off his armor, and he turns round, gives himself good distance, and is poised to swipe at you with his longsword again. Okay. I think it's Vincent. I think.
Is it? I thought it was not
Yeah.
Becky.
No, because we're back at the beginning again, aren't we?
Okay.
I'd say take out somebody who's attacking one of us.
We don't want to go for him then.
We've all taken a bit of damage. I've taken a lot of damage.
Right. Okay.
And
So
it's
I have healing them.
Faust is looking pretty
I
rough.
have healing.
like,
I will heal you.
okay.
what's the range of your healing? What's the range of your healing?
In what do you mean?
Do you have healing word or cure light wounds?
Where are you? Are you next to me? No, you.
Yeah.
That's me there.
That's you there.
No.
That's me there.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the one that isn't currently being attacked by.
Yeah, that's right. Because I've got cure wounds, but I think I have to be touching.
Yeah, cure wounds requires touching.
Like at the end of the day, if I guess if I've got bullet, I will just go invisible. So I'll get because that'll mean that I don't die.
So I basically have to either take them.
I'd say
take them out.
I'd say take one of them,
I thought I had healing.
or take one of the two that's going after Chris, because it's like
I got them. That's
I
right.
say you've got one who just missed an 8-foot giant. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go for this guy. I'm going to go for yeah, I'm just going to go for have at him with a dagger.
All right, cool.
D20 is it or
yeah.
So, 6 plus.
You swipe, it hits armor. So no purchase.
No, okay.
All right, so it's Neve.
Do I have healing? I thought I had healing.
Who are you trying to heal?
First. Do I not have healing? Sure, I do.
Is it under your spells?
No.
So I'm fairly sure you can learn Cure Light Wounds, but you haven't got it today. What you have is Hail of Thorns.
Yeah, I know I've got
Hunter's
spells.
Mark,
Yeah.
You want to use Hail of Thorns. You can use Hail of Thorns again.
Okay, on who?
Anyone you like. The person right in front of
This
you.
guy who's just done some
Yeah,
damage?
if you did that, because you're firing the bow right next to him, it's at disadvantage.
Oh,
You
okay.
need to step away from
You've
it.
got, or you've got a small weapon.
So who have we got? We've got one on you.
I've got two.
You got two on you.
What
Got
one's
one
on
on me
and that's me.
and you. Okay.
And there's two there.
Let's
I'll
do
do
that.
that.
You can fire at
Okay.
the one on Cameron.
I think I've got to protect Delia. She's pregnant, isn't she?
So
Yeah.
you're going to step away from him.
Can I step away?
You can step away from him, but he will take a swing at you as you step away.
I mean, they've missed an extra giant, so he might miss. So he might also give you a crit.
Because what damage am I on currently?
You took 8 points of damage, so you should have. You've got 25 hit points normally, so you're on 17.
Advice, guys. What would you do?
No, you've got to decide. It's going to be you.
Oh, okay. For some advice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Otherwise, it becomes metagaming. Yeah.
Here's some advice. But what happened to me?
I took a hit too, though, right?
Yeah, but it grazed.
But even though I step back from him to get a good shot at him, he still gets to take a swing at me.
That's correct.
You got a dagger or something? You should stab.
Stabby, stabby.
I have an axe and a dagger.
What's more
That's
powerful?
probably better.
Yeah.
You've got a scimitar.
Scimitar, yeah.
Oh shit, that's even better, I think.
Okay,
You still need distance user.
Oh.
so I have a dagger and a hand axe. What can I do more damage with?
The scimitar does a d6 plus 5. The hand axe does a d6 minus 1.
The hand axe.
Does less damage.
Yeah, so scimitar.
Scimitar. Okay, scimitar it is then. And
Well,
a
you
strike
drop
him.
your bow, take a half step back, draw your scimitar, and swipe.
Okay,
Alright,
yeah.
roll your attack. 12 plus 7, which is a hit.
Nice.
Roll a d6 plus 5.
Oh, 6.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, what was that?
The one you got right
Oh,
now.
that's lucky.
Sorry.
D6. 6 plus 5. As you swipe your scimitar across him, it almost half cleaves him in two. He falls to the ground.
Hey,
Yeah.
bye
Just
bye.
take it off.
Excellent. Adam, can you do me a favour? Can you go into the book room and just grab out the tissues that are on the left?
Yeah.
Right. I think it's
No, that's nice.
no, Faust was at the top. So it was
Yeah.
Faust,
Okay.
Vincent, Neve, Jex.
Okay.
In the box, yeah.
I'm gonna have a go at the two Muppets next to me.
All right, cool.
But do you know what? I'm going to have a go at one of them. But I can use two weapons at once.
Of course you can.
You can use two weapons fighting, so you can hit another one with a bonus action. So you can strike one and strike the other with a bonus action.
Yeah. We'll go with that. So
Okay, so the bonus action does less damage because it's kind of like a flare on the side, but you can roll. Go on.
So I'm going to have a go at him with me
Battle axe.
battle axe and the short sword, which I've drawn with the other hand.
Yeah.
I'm taking a swipe at
Yeah,
him.
no worries.
So what do I need to do?
So roll a d20 for the one you're hitting with the battle axe. 3. Oh, unlucky. So again, that's a miss. That's going to be a miss. So roll your other d20 for the 3. Oh, not being lucky. Okay, that was just unlucky. So slightly unused to sort of grabbing the two weapons at once. You sort of flail them around. You're getting used to this now, but you unfortunately missed both of them this round. They return the favor and swipe at you with their swords. There we go. They miss. One of them misses. So the second one rolls 12. I hit armor class 15. What's your armor class?
I don't know, what's that?
Alright, so it's not 15. That's just a hit.
Where does it say that? That's just, oh, yeah.
Okay, so it does you 4 points of damage.
4 hit points,
So
yeah.
you got 4 hit points worth of damage as he swipes his sword against you. These two just can reach you. There, doesn't quite get it. So that one attacking you, Calvin, swipes again
Yeah.
and hits armor class 14.
Nope.
Okay, that's a miss.
I'm happy with that.
The one attacking me hits armor class 16. What's your armor class?
I don't know. 16. Yeah.
It's just a hit. Does you 3 points of damage as he sort of
So I've
swipes
got
his
8
sword.
points of damage now, have I?
Yeah.
Yeah. And your man grapples Delia.
No!
I think we have to kill Delia.
As they become unshackled. Watch, my dear. As he holds her, she drops her dagger as he's sort of gripped her tightly.
This is not good.
Julius turn now.
He's sort of holding her close to him, using her as a kind of shield.
So turn now, though.
She has failed to break a grapple. Right, top of the initiative order, it is Faust's turn. You want some coleslaw?
What you gonna do?
I think it's time to go for one last stab at it.
You've got spells. You've got really powerful
Yes, but I can only
spells.
use one of them.
Oh, you're saving it to be.
Also, I hit 19.
Okay, you hit 19. Go on. You've got Eldritch Blast as well. That is like a D10 plus something damage.
Shoot.
You can cast them forever.
Also, I've just remembered I've got one thing that I really should have used. The rest of the times I've stabbed now.
All right. What do you roll? You hit him, did you? You roll your dagger damage.
19.
You roll your dagger's damage.
Yeah. I really should have used Hellish Rebuke.
What's that?
I've had that the whole time. It's 3d10 worth of damage.
You've got loads of damage dealing power.
You've got more than me. I could basically pull a rabbit out of a hat, and that's about it. Anyway,
5 damage.
Look at your second level spell.
5.
He falls to the ground at your feet, the dagger deep in his chest.
Yay!
He looks at you as the light falls from his eyes. It says to you, I am unshackled.
Oh, brilliant.
He falls to the ground.
He's going to become a dust person.
Because he did too.
Cool. But yeah, because that's stupid.
Okay, it's
I don't know what you're
Vincent.
saying.
I think they might become dust people.
Oh,
bring it.
What are the dust people?
so when you say second level, have I got access to those spells then or not?
You've got scorching. You've got
Scorching, I think it's Scorching Ray.
You've got what have you got?
Scorching Ray or Spiritual Weapon.
Yeah, you can do both of them.
Okay.
You haven't cast any second level spells, so you've got.
Where do you find your second level spells?
You don't have any. You got scorching ray or spiritual weapon.
Right. And
In
it's
fact, you can cast them twice.
right.
You have
Okay.
2 slots.
Well, I'll go. Okay, I've got 3 rays of fire. I'm going to go Scorching Ray. I'm going to fire at my mate.
You got remember 2 people coming right up to you now.
Or won't they go through them?
Yeah, you can.
I've got 3. So I've got 3 rays. So I'm going to go for 1, 2, and the third for.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, D20, just like that.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, so,
20.
Woo! So technically, you're meant to roll for each person you're hitting. So
Okay.
I'll judge that one goes for him, right?
Not you yet.
Okay, so I will get another 2.
Come on.
Okay.
Plus a modifier or not?
Yeah, plus your spell attack modifier.
Which is plus
7. That's a hit.
Yeah.
And that's a hit. So you hit them all. Do 2d6 damage to each one. This one takes 2d6 double. So roll 2d6 for him.
Yeah, so it's 2.
Yeah, 2 of them and double it for him. Ouch! He screeches in pain and falls backwards behind the altar. And Delia is thrust forward free again. Roll 2d6 for the other 2 you've hit. 5. Which one did you hit with the 5?
I hit that one.
Okay, so yeah, he's badly scorched. Now do another one.
Oh, 6.
He's also quite badly scorched. So they sort of screech in pain, but they're still standing. Right, Neve, it's your go.
Okay.
It's your go.
I don't have any intelligence either. It's not very funny, is it? Nice. Oh, hold on. Whoops. Okay, sorry, it's my go. So what's the state of play now? So he's got hit again.
So he's hiding behind an altar.
Oh, he's hiding now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I reckon we've got a little bit of a chance to have at these guys.
Okay, I'm gonna do Hail of Thorns.
Ooh.
Yeah, go on.
You took a step back, didn't you?
Yeah.
Don't hit me.
I won't. So either one of these, really. Oh, hang on. You've got 2 on you, haven't you?
Don't worry about them. One of them can't hit.
Okay, alright. So, Hail of Thorns on this guy here.
In fact, you can get both of them.
Can I?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hail of Thorns on both of them, then, please.
Okay.
On both their
I need
houses.
to roll. Next 30 seconds. So roll your attack.
That's a d20, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
18.
Alright, good.
Plus.
Plus. Where did I put that?
Is it a spell?
Yes.
So it's plus 6.
Yeah, no, you hit, definitely.
18
So,
plus 6, 24.
yeah, you definitely hit. Roll damage on the one you hit.
So it's 6. 1d6.
So 1d8 plus 5, I think.
The d8.
That's a D8.
This is the d8.
Okay, so that's 6 damage plus the Hail of Thorns damage, which is 1d10. So roll 1d10.
They walk right close to you. Yeah.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, okay, and do the same for the other one. So roll a d8 and a d10. Roll them together. Okay. Those 2 in front of you, as you step back and draw your bow, and the arrow leaves it, it splits into a blistering arc of thorns that skewers them. They are left as shredded. They are shredded.
Oh, nice.
Bye-bye,
Sorry,
Mr. Man.
I've just dozed off in the middle of trying to check.
No, we didn't kill him. He's hiding.
Oh, he's Galen, is he?
I hear.
Bloody marvellous. Like we were meant to go and meet that
Yeah,
pup.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Twisty turny this plot, isn't it?
Twisty turny indeed.
So he's wounded and hiding.
Yeah, yeah. Because I've just found.
You guys have killed everybody else, and I've still got 2 Muppets.
Yeah.
I think it's Jack's.
Yeah, so I'm going to do the same as I did last time.
Okay, go for it.
What's the worst that can happen?
8 plus. What would you add to it?
For battle axe.
You're looking for 14.
Battle axe is 7.
8 plus 7, 15. That's a hit. So you hit him with the battle axe.
Excellent.
And you want to try and hit the other one as well.
Yeah, with a short sword. So, same D20?
Yeah, that's definitely a hit. Okay, you both swipe into them. They're both kind of exhausted from the battle. And as the battle axe sinks into the first one, and the short sword sinks into the second one, they fall and are full of blood at your feet.
Heed as well. Aren't they?
Yeah.
You're deed.
And at this point, Delia gets up.
Oh, she's gonna be bad now.
Is it over? Is it over?
And then she goes, they're 5 minutes apart.
Mist starts rising up from behind the altar.
Oh.
This is not good, is it?
Missed.
Dust
Right.
people.
Becky, can you hand me one of those?
Oh no, this is not gonna be good. Thank you very much. Oh bloody hell.
Don't go invisible.
Don't worry, I've got an idea.
Oh god.
So she's just said, is it over? And your man who was hiding behind the altar has just turned into a dragon.
It starts flapping its wings and it rises up.
To the building.
It is building about this high.
Convenient.
Tall builder. What a house, you?
In fact, there's a glass roof. Okay, so it's rising up and it appears to be drawing in this smoke.
Drawing in smoke.
So it's back to go.
Eldritch Blast.
Right. Before you do that, make a perception roll.
10 plus. 10 plus 6, 13.
Right. Looks like a red dragon. Right. Okay.
Big
Okay.
chunk.
5 Eldritch Blast.
You don't like blind. You could actually see that.
I think him going
Okay,
invisible has
16.
affected his eyes.
Okay. The Eldritch Blast flies and sinks into the dragon. The dragon almost smirks,
Uh-oh.
sort of, and flaps its wings forward. It uses a legendary action to move during your turn, and it flies over here.
So it's landed now, is it?
No, it's still in the air. Okay, who's next?
You are.
Vincent.
That's me.
Make a perception check.
It's a bit older. Why you do that?
Yeah, it's all hold the dragon.
10 plus anything or not?
Plus your intelligence.
Plus 2. That's 12.
Okay, looks definitely like a red dragon.
So, how susceptible? Are they more susceptible to weapons or spells?
They're immune to fire.
They're immune to fire. Right, oh Christ.
So what do you force?
No. For a spiritual weapon, that's not fire, is it? Okay.
It's a weapon made of holy force.
Right.
You can make it look like however you want, like a great big sword or an axe or
Yeah.
a club.
A big, whacking, great big arrow with a sort of sharp kind of a sort of spiral point that kind of with bits going out of it as well. So it just barbs there.
Divine and arcane energy
Yeah.
crackle through your form, and this huge spiraling arrow forms in the air.
Yeah.
Roll your attack. Or your spell
D20.
attack, a D20.
For fuck's sake.
Okay.
I have got a bonus action.
Okay, the spiritual weapon slams into the side of the building.
Oh no.
Um,
Yeah, because it's that plus 7, so at least it's a bit better.
yeah, it
Okay.
slammed into the side of the building,
Yeah.
causing one of the main pillars to crack.
Oh dear. So my bonus action.
The Mogwai comes on the field. Your bonus action is to crack the punch.
Shit. Bonus action on your turn, you can move the weapon up to 20 feet and repeat the attack. against a creature within 5 feet of it.
So what you do is you cast a spell, which is your action.
Yeah.
And you've used the bonus action this turn to attack with the weapon, but the weapon doesn't disappear. So the arrow comes back, and you can use it again next turn as a bonus action.
Oh, I see. In the next.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Not with the.
Yeah, but you could cast a spell and do the bonus action.
Right. I'm with you. Okay.
Right.
Well, that went well.
Okay, so
There's a perception check.
yes, D20.
Yeah.
6.
Definitely.
No,
right,
it's
dragon.
nice. That's 9, isn't it? It's a 9.
9 plus what? What's your perception?
Oh, my perception is +6.
Ooh.
Becky,
15.
as you look at it,
It's gonna be weak
your
point.
bow,
Weak point. Weak point.
you can see
There's a bit of green on the red dragon.
some of its scales flicker for a second.
It's a weak point.
This is an illusion.
Just an You see, I
So-
was going to check him with my primeval awareness.
Yeah. What
Can
if you
I
do
use
that?
my
It's definitely
hunter's
not
mark?
a dragon. There's nothing there.
Can I
Right.
use my?
So-
There's nothing there.
No.
Nothing
So he's there still.
As you
doing
realise this is an illusion, for you it appears translucent. It appears like a
But-
phantasm.
But we're still seeing it as if.
Yeah, you can see it as a dragon.
So I can't see it now. It's gone from me.
Well,
as
you can
well.
see it, but you know it's an
Spectral.
illusion. If
Yeah.
you
You
shout
can.
out
So
it's an
can I do
illusion.
my?
Tell us that it's an illusion.
Oh, listen, everybody. Da-da-da-da-da. It's just an illusion. Da-da-da-da. In all the
Okay. You can roll a d20 at disadvantage because it was a bad roll.
So,
No, I'm sorry. No, you can all roll d20 at advantage.
12.
18.
You're looking for a 15 on your perception.
Oh, sorry.
You don't need to
20.
buy.
That's 20.
I've got 11.
Actually, you don't need to bother. Dex, you can sense it isn't a dragon once you use your primeval awareness.
It was my call.
Yeah, it's your
Okay.
It's still your
I
go.
just checked.
You've
Yeah.
all seen it's a phantasm, but it's an illusion.
Excellent.
Does
Right.
my nat
Can
20 not do anything extra?
It doesn't dispel it. No, you can see that it's an illusion.
Okay, so my hunter's mark, should I do that on the Galen?
You can't see again.
Yeah. So he's done a Faust. I'm going invisible.
Okay.
He's hiding behind. There's an altar here.
Right.
It looks like a throne. Yeah. So this is an altar, but he's behind it. That was it.
So what does the Zephyr Strike do?
So Zephyr Strike lets you move. You know when you move.
Let's move really quickly.
Yeah, but it lets you move your whole movement and attack at the end of it. So you could sprint down the corridor and attack without provoking an attack of opportunity.
There's nobody to be on.
No, there isn't.
There's only him. Okay.
The door is opening to the temple.
Where's the door?
Right.
Behind me.
This is where we're going to have all order from other people.
Well, there are 2 guards outside.
Right, of course.
The door is
Not those
open.
guards. Oh no.
Okay.
They seem confused.
But the guards.
Yeah.
Right. So either.
So you guys weren't all in on this whole death cult thing?
So, you've done something, you killed some people. I killed some people, didn't I?
Yeah.
So, it's Faust. No, we're attacking the dragon that isn't there.
The dragon-
So, it's now my go, but I haven't done anything.
That's right. Unless Becky has to do something. And then it's your turn.
Right.
Close and lock the doors.
Okay. They open the door and you go. Whoop, whoop. Okay.
Everybody go home.
And
Move
you
along.
bar it. They start trying
Yeah,
to
bar the
attack
doors,
the door.
yeah.
Okay. Chris. What is Jack's doing?
He's going to head towards that old thing.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else I can do.
As you head towards the altar, Galen jumps up and swipes his dagger
Okay.
and misses.
8 for the iron.
Moves quite quickly though.
He's a very dexterous David. He drops his dagger and raises his hand. You have done well.
Oh no, he's going to take your life force, and that's not going to end well.
Let me reward you.
Got a headbutt again.
Go for the nods, go for the nods.
You do not understand. Everything that I have done for a reason and a purpose. Wait, I will explain everything to you.
No time for explaining.
What are you going to do?
Smashy, smashy, killy, killy.
But we killed our mate last time when we did all that.
Yeah, but I mean, Jax, you know, I'm sure he'll be fine. Right, so is there anything?
I know many powerful people in the city.
Is there anything within the vicinity that we could go for, and it will just kind of just crush Matey Boy, or
Well, you've still got your
I've still got my
spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
There is a kind of large chandelier type thing right over here. If you want
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Prince Charming! Prince Charming!
But is that a boat? Because I can do that.
Don't do the
plus
acrobatics.
another
Don't do
thing.
the acrobatics.
Oh yes, yeah.
And never end as well.
Stand perfectly still. Right, yeah.
Hardcore king.
Hardcore king, mate. Right, okay. I'm gonna go. So with the bolt thing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have it at the chandelier.
It's
Yeah.
much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can I use magic or not
Yeah,
so
you
much?
can, yeah.
Okay. And then with
Sacred flame.
Sacred Flame, I think.
Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
How about Sacred Flame?
Right, roll your attack. 8. The bolt of flame shoots past over and around, it zips around Jax and hits Galen, who screams in pain and but is still standing. Pushes you back slightly as he's on the altar, and then roll your attack to the chandelier.
Come on, Chandelier. Come on, Chandelier. Adds +7.
The chandelier, the huge and heavy chandelier, falls down. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on,
So you need to roll a d20 and tell me what your saving throw is. Oh, that's not good.
15 plus dexterity.
That's
3.
good. You dive out the way.
But pushing her out of the way as well.
You dive out the way. I'll say you push her out the way. You're so dexterity saving throw. If you make it, it halves the damage unless you have something special kind of evasion.
Right.
So he has failed his dexterity saving throw. So he is taking. There's a splat. Okay, you take half of 16 points of damage, 8 points of damage. The shards of the chandelier sort of pummel into your side, but you manage to knock Delia out of the way and shield her with your huge and gargantuan fall.
What a hero.
So I'm down to, I lost 3 before, didn't I?
Yeah, you lost 3 before, so you're on.
I'm on 17.
Yes, you're quite.
Oh.
You're quite.
We'll heal you up
You get a bit
as well.
roughed up, but you're. Is that all you got?
Yeah.
So,
Should I do, because I didn't do my attack, should I do something to make sure that he's dead?
yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I
You
mean,
can
there's been a
see-
splat.
There's a splat. You can see Galen's head. He sort of reaches out.
Why don't you have a word with the 2 matey boys outside?
Okay, yeah. So I'll be the one to open the door.
Yeah.
Oh, great. That's fabulous.
If I
So
do
as
for
you
a
open the
+5
door,
Hello!
the two
How can I help?
guards see their esteemed leader Galen, and his head rolls slightly from the squished body, and the whole thing.
I'll use persuade to go. Well,
you've seen this. You have two choices: walk away, or something magical will happen.
Right, roll persuasion with advantage.
Dirty.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
This is where the
19.
Um,
19,
They-
which is all like,
they-
no,
they stand there.
wait, or see what the natural 20.
No.
16.
And they sort of stand there, they look at each other, they look back, they drop their halberds and run.
Yeah, where did Donatello and the other fella that went down the sewer, where did they go?
That's going to be for the sequel.
But the good news is we've got a new house.
Yeah.
And it's a nice.
And
a chest full of gold.
Gold, yeah.
Just in time. Badger We'll call
I
it
found your pouch.
Delia faints before she's able to give you some answers, but she might answer questions at another time. You have now defeated the temple of the Unshackled, and you have claimed their building as your own. I'm not sure how that will go with the city planners, but we'll see.
There might be a slight hole in the
Well,
ceiling.
no, for a while, won't it?
Well, who knows?
Never seen him after as well.
Let's clean it up and
Yeah.
business as usual. Your name's Galen, right? So.
I've got disguises, I can do that.
I'm shapeshifting as well.
So you know, as you start to loot the place, as you won't, you find that this is a chapter of a growing religion called the Unstructured.
Cult.
The Unshackled, rather. The Unshackled believe that life is pain and suffering and misery, but through following the teachings of their esteemed leaders, you can free yourself from that burden and become something higher, something unshackled.
So it's a cult.
Yeah, you could call it that.
Labour?
That's
Labour?
I think it's Scientology.
Yeah.
They don't believe, from what you can gather of their teachings, they believe that the true existence is beyond this one, and that you are trapped in this existence. Bringing children into the world traps you. Is a sin in this particular religion as well. So the three tenets of the religion are, which you pick up, are trust in your role, togetherness in purpose, and totality in your commitment. So it's their unity of strength.
I think the role you sounded quite good.
From what you can gather from the reading here, this has been a new chapter that's been established from wherever Delia comes from, and they're trying to establish themselves in your city. But they believe that to bring order to the world, you need to trust that you are in the right place at the right time. You need to trust the people around you to work with them, particularly those in the order. So you have to trust in your role. You have to be together in the purpose of the church, and give of yourself totality and commitment. So those are the precepts of the order.
I mean, they gave it themselves, all right.
And then are the Unshackled. So that's
You
fantastic.
find in total, within the temple coffers, including the chest that you found, 1,000 gold pieces. You find a few scattered weapons of various sorts that seem to be higher quality than other things you might find. I don't know how long you've spent, like a couple of hours sort of looting the place, and nobody seems to have come around to check or anything like that. But yeah, that's where you are. That's I think where we'll leave it for tonight. I think.
Yay!
What happened with Delia? She's all right. Oh,
Yeah, she's fine, yeah.
Delia was. She did tell you that she was part of. That she joined She joined this cult with Darius in the Elven village where they came to the city from. and they were fine until they conceived a child, at which point the church was quite cross with them.
Okay, so Darius is the father of, well, was the father of the
That's
child. But we defeated everybody.
But they don't know who the people who were attacking them with
Yeah.
were wearing
So,
black.
so they're not part of the order. They're
They're part of something else.
yeah, the dark
So it could be they're good guys.
Dark elves. I mean, or is it two sets of bad guys? That neither of them are good, but
They went down to the sewers, but that's not always bad.
no, I mean the teenage mutant ninja turtles.
Yeah.
The old folklore of
You see, like,
That's why you call them the-
sewers. Medieval sewers ain't going to be pretty, are they?
No, no. It's true. Okay.
that's great.
Thank you very much, Hesha. Thank you.
Okay, so we wait to see what happens.
Did you not? Didn't bake us a cake even.
No,
Well, I thought so.
I thought Darius was saying hit me very warm.